Welcome on in, everyone. Thank you all for being here. I really appreciate it. We got Subi, we got Layla Bela, we got Keyblade War Hero, Silken Bunny, we got Rish, we got Atomica, we got Dirksen. Welcome on in. Glad to have you. Happy Tuesday, everyone. Yeah, it is Tuesday today, which means that we are, as every Tuesday, returning to a visual novel, joined by the ever amazing Marshmallow Bears. Let me go ahead and unmute so we can hear him. Hey, Marsh, are you there?
Wow.
Well, before stream, we were just chatting about One Piece, and like this game has a relatively, as well as you could handled, depiction of a cross-dressing person for 2010 Japan, and I made the joke like, oh yeah, you know, not everyone can be not everyone can be the One Piece with its depiction of cross-dressers. Excuse me, Marsh, where the I hate it. Why is this happening? Welcome on in, Matt Hatter. Glad to have you. The fucking PNG tubers are broken. Like, unironically, it's working. Like, it, for whatever reason, it's working in, like, if I click on the PNG tuber, it shows in the like little preview window, but then it doesn't actually show on screen, and I don't know why, and I hate it.
Did Discord change its stuff again?
No, it shouldn't be a Discord problem. I think it's exclusively an OBS problem. Fresh cache of... Huh. It's incredibly annoying. I don't know. I see the new redeem. I did add a new redeem. I unfortunately am going to have to turn it off for today because it is... I love it, but it is disruptive.
What is it?
Marsh, can you just pass me, like, your PNG so that way I can just stick it on the screen? Because unfortunately, I for whatever reason, used custom...
Oh, you don't have my PNG? I see how it is, Starky.
Oh my god. But yeah, the new redeem is Silence But. For 30,000 points, you can pass me a video of an hour of Silence But, and I'll leave it on. And so far, it has been very well received. All right. Let me go ahead and save this. Wait, what the fuck am I talking about? Of course I have an image of you. Hold up a moment. I don't know why it's doing this. It's actually incredibly annoying, though. Image.
My college emailed me so much stuff and it was all furry bandana for your pet, and I literally had a stroke reading the first 2 words. I was scared, like, how did they find out?
Your college emailed you furry bandana for your pet. They know. Stream stuff. Should be in friend PNG tubers? Or is that, no, that's TikTok. TikTok video content, friend PNG tubers. Oh, I have your old one. Okay, so I actually did need your new one. Boy, I sure love
one.
the old one is the one that's just like a front face view of your PNG, your 2D VTuber. Why the
Oh,
fuck?
ew.
Why am I dropping frames? Excuse me? Okay, hold up a moment. It's using network. OBS, Firefox. Okay, time for me to, I guess, close Firefox after downloading this image. TikTok, editing, friends, Marsh, save. Completely destroy your Firefox with reckless abandon. That's not saving my frame rate. And then, where are you? I just added, there we go. You're big. Shrinks you. Oh! Hello, Tish, welcome on in. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the
Burb, do not the Firefox.
Burb, do not the Firefox. The Firefox knows what it did. What is happening? Also, welcome on in, Furry Curious. Glad to have you. It was an hour of silence broken up by Angry Birds. Screw you, Firefox. Firefox is doing some weird shit. Also, because programs that are doing weird shit, OBS right now. OBS is acting maybe a bit bizarre. The thing is, I recently updated it too, so I don't know why it's doing any of this. Oh well. Well, that was, you know, we're now actually properly into the investigation. Jesus Christ. Always keep a spray bottle for Delos. Welcome on in, Liv. Glad to have you. Oh my god. Time for us to solve the who destroyed the lesbian power couple.
The call is coming from inside the house.
Welcome on Insider Martin. Glad to have you. This looks like some kind of wrapper.
Ah, that's...
Do you recognize it, Hina?
Well, yeah, I mean, I gave it to her.
So who are the remaining people in this soiree? With Sakura dying, all that's left is Hina, Kyoko, Byakuya, Toko, and Hiro. I think that's everyone. Not the power couple. Unfortunately, I need revenge for the lesbians. Yeah, don't worry, we'll get revenge.
Oh, shit.
Sorry.
I thought this was still Nagito.
Nope,
That's a candy wrapper. Sakura got super upset when she found out Genocide Jack had attacked me, right? So after we left the nurse's office, I gave it to her. I thought it might help her calm down a little.
Just updated mine, had to point it to assets folder again, or so maybe try that. It's not an assets folder thing. It's for whatever reason it's not like, I don't know why OBS isn't doing it, but it should be accessing a web page because it's set up through Fugitech. It's not a PNG tuber set up through assets through OBS because that's kind of a nightmare in and of itself. So for whatever reason, it's just not accessing the website. So it might be an issue with Fugitech. It might be an issue with my OBS. So you gave that candy to Sakura.
Oh no!
Did Hina kill her?
Well, I found a big box of it in the warehouse. I really like them. Wait, if Hina's eating it, then that means...
Well, it might have like
Sakura
interacted with... Because Sakura was drinking the like shake.
Oh yeah.
So it might have caused like a weird medical interaction.
Actually, as soon as we could get into the... One second.
The bear has received an email.
Yeah, one second, sorry. Actually, as soon as we could get into the warehouse, I took the entire box back to my room.
I don't think that's how that works. I may be wrong though. Well, okay, so med interactions are a well-known thing in the medical community. The famous example being that you can't eat grapefruit if you're on heart meds, because grapefruit contains an enzyme that messes with statin uptake, so the meds stay in your system longer and they can really fuck you up.
Yeah.
That's why whenever you start a new med, if you're not, like, if you're starting a new med, your doctor is probably checking it for you, but you should also check up medical interactions. There's an entire website that basically is like, okay, any med interactions with this. Chewbacca, welcome to the Chewbacca. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to Live Check. Glad to have you. Yeah, if you're starting new meds, you should go check it out online. There's like a website that'll be like, okay, if you put in your med, and then it'll show like potential negative interactions with other meds in that same class.
Oh, wait. Oh,
Did you not read that one?
No. I had opened something else instead of the Discord thing, so I wasn't looking at the screen. I was like, wait, where's Discord? No. I made sure nobody else could get their hands on them.
Oh, okay. You really like them that much?
But I wanted Sakura to get a chance to try one for herself. That's why I gave it to her. But now, they've lost all their flavor.
Hina, did you give her fruit stripes? God damn it. Did you give her fruit stripes gum?
Listen, that gum slaps for like 10 minutes.
It just 10 minutes is being very generous. That gum slaps for at most one. And then it is just cardboard. Polka dot candy wrapper has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Yep, they had a medication that can eventually make you allergic to it. Oh no, she lost her sense of taste. Does she have COVID? I swear to God. Nature will never heal from COVID. Humans will never heal from COVID, that's rather. I've joked before that, like, when we stop making fun of Among Us being a phrase that's used, where we stop talking about things being sus, we'll have fully healed from COVID. Sakura drew her last breath, sitting slumped forward in this chair. There's obvious evidence of the blow to the head Sakura suffered. Normally, I wouldn't have any problem believing that's what killed her, but according to the Monokuma file, she had also vomited blood, and I can see a trace of blood on her lips for sure. So what would have caused her to vomit blood? The Monokuma file specifically said she hadn't suffered any other injuries. The status of Sakura's body has been added to the Truth Bullet. I mean, people vomit when they're concussed. Wait, what's behind the chair? It looks like rose petals. I hope that the landlord industry never recovers from COVID. Honestly, same though. Maybe getting hit on the back of the head somehow caused her to start vomiting. Not a chance. Byakuya.
That's fine.
However, your eyes have landed on the most interesting location. Interesting?
Naturally.
Yes, most interesting, don't you agree? No, I don't think I'd call it interesting. But it does make me wonder. The reason Sakura vomited blood absolutely has to be connected to why she died. There are shards of glass scattered all around the chair Sakura was sitting on. The glass is all red, and these are the top and bottom sections of a bottle, right? So this must have originally been a bottle. Glass shards on the floor.
She must have drank something.
Oh, there's something else on the ground near the glass. It's a figure. It fits in the palm of my hand. It's a Monokuma figure. Figure on the floor has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook.
What the heck?
We already know who did it.
I won't forgive you.
Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro. It had to be one of them. They couldn't stand the sight of her. You agree with me, don't you, Makoto?
Well, I don't want to say anything for sure without finding out more.
Then let me help you find out more. You see, Sakura asked all three of them to meet with her. You know where? Right here in the rec room.
What?
After I went to the nurse's office this morning, Sakura and I both left together, right? Well, eventually she went off on her own. And when I saw her again, after that, she told me. She said she'd left a note for each of them. She asked them to meet her in the rec room by noon.
By noon? The Monokuma file said she died right around then.
I'm telling you the truth. I heard it right from Sakura herself. They tried to stop her. But she wouldn't listen. She said not to worry, that she just wanted to talk to them. And this is what happened. If I'd stopped her by force, even, this would never have happened.
Nah. It's impossible not to have regrets, I know. Aoi's account has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. But the fact that she had asked those three to meet with her, and she asked them to come to the rec room at noon, same time and place she ended up dying, it might be good to confirm what I just heard with the three of them directly.
However,
For whatever reason, I feel like the game's sensitivity got turned up. Oh well. But for Sakura to have been killed. Yeah, she's not the type who would go down without a fight.
it's true.
And she certainly didn't, I would say. She was the ultimate martial artist, strong in body, mind, and spirit. So how was the killer able to get the upper hand on her? I wonder, did someone get the upper hand? They must have taken her by surprise, right?
Certainly.
Certainly, they would have needed to if they expected to stand any chance against her. Oh, wait. Wasn't there more bottles here? Yeah.
Oh.
There are 4, and they also have all of the Monokuma figures in them.
Oh. I never noticed that before.
Because I remember there being like one for each of the like unique pieces outside of the king.
Oh, okay.
There are 4 red bottles lined up on the shelf. Wait, no, wait. There was 6 of them. Yeah, the knight was used to attack her, but then also the king is missing, or the queen. Interesting. And inside each bottle, there's some kind of Monokuma figure. What I'm wondering is how they get these figures inside the bottle.
So...
It's no different from your standard ship in a bottle. Huh? You know, where the bottle's opening is smaller than the boat placed inside. You've never seen that? Oh, yeah, maybe I have.
In other words...
So, this is the Monokuma version of that. A Monokuma bottle, if you will. Monokuma bottle has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook.
Wow.
You know what? I'll take Monokuma bottle over Monokuma jar. I feel like I'm finally starting to make sense of things little by little. The Monokuma bottle is sitting on the shelf. The Monokuma figure we found on the ground. The red shards of glass, which probably started out as a bottle, would mean Sakura must have been hit in the head with a Monokuma bottle, right? Shards of glass in the Monokuma figure are evidence of that. So I think it's safe to say the Monokuma bottle was the weapon. Wait, 6 red bottles, Makoto, Kyoko, Aoi, Hirotoko, and Byakuya. Welcome on, Oshi. I'm glad to have you. Also, this was notably closed. I remember that much. Huh, the locker's open and they're on the inside. It's a handprint?
Why?
What's a handprint doing here? Looks like someone touched the inside of the locker and it left a handprint in all dust.
It's true.
And it looks quite fresh, too. I'd say someone was hiding here in the locker. They left behind a little something extra. So then, maybe the killer hidden here until the locked room was open, don't you think? And during all the confusion, they popped out and joined the rest of the group?
Wrong.
Unfortunately, that's not a possibility. Huh? Why not?
Hey.
Think back. Before we opened the door, we looked inside the room, right? It was already open. Oh yeah, and the locker was already open at that point.
Indeed.
So there's no way someone could have hidden in there until after we opened the door. Oh, come on, Astaroth. Glad to have you. Yeah, so then... what does this handprint mean? Locker handprint has been added to the Truth Bolt section of your handbook.
What?
What do you want? You're bothering me. There's something I'd like to talk to you about. Make it quick. I don't like repeating myself. You know how much I don't like repeating myself. Is it true that Sakura asked you to meet her in the rec room? So you found out. Interesting. Then it's true? I did receive a note to that effect, yes. But what fool would do that? What fool would do what it said and risk being killed by that monster? So you didn't go see her? Of course not. I ripped the note to shreds and threw it away. I haven't seen Sakura today at all. Do we need to get the engage repeat counter out, Byakuya? Byakuya says he didn't go to see her. Is that the truth? Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as fact.
Come on.
If you're all finished, please remove yourself from my sight. Oh, okay,
Damn.
Thanks. Byakuya's account has been added to the Truth Bolt section of your handbook. There's the protein. Never trust the rich. Ugh, this room is filthy with blood. Won't someone clean it up already? Oh yeah, that's right. Protein Zyme X. Chem A2. Some kind of plastic container rolling around near the entrance to the room.
So...
It looks like a protein drink, and it's empty. Sakura must have drank it. Everyone knows how much she loved her protein. What is she a fucking... Is she that one character from Regretsuko?
Protein!
Protein! Isn't he like the... I don't remember. I never watched Regretsuko. I'll be honest. I need to at some point. If only to see why everyone sims for Haida.
He's pathetic, that's why.
Oh, okay. It's the other half of the I can fix him. I can fix him even though he's troubled versus I can fix him even though he's a bitch. That's way more honest than I meant that to come out. Jesus, I'm sorry. And she mentioned more than once how protein was good for all sorts of ailments.
Wrong.
I wouldn't take that to heart if I were you. I know. But still, this protein can. It's got a label on it that says Chem A2. That reminds me, Sakura mentioned how the Chem Lab had all kinds of health stuff. So she must have gotten this from the Chem Lab.
Just a second.
Doesn't Haida fall into the gotcha game hole? Welcome on Confused Squad, I'm glad to have you. But that's strange. Huh? What is?
Hey.
You see what's scattered around the can? Shards of light blue glass. They must be parts of the window I broke to get inside.
Correct.
But they aren't just scattered around the can. They're also underneath it. Why does that matter? It matters because the can was put there after we broke inside.
So...
Yeah.
I can't say for sure yet, but you're probably going to want to take a note of it. I feel like it'll become an important clue later on. An important clue? I'm not sure how I see. Empty protein drink has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. That's it for the crime scene as much as... Oh, I guess there's still stuff for me to look at. Oh, yeah, that's probably important for me to see.
Oh, the bloodstain!
Oh, I thought that was an animation error. No, this game is relatively, like, outside, once you get used to the style, this game is it has errors in its style. Like, its style isn't perfect, but, like, usually it's internally consistent. And especially for a murder game, you'd probably want to get small details like that very, very, correct. There's a bloodstain in front of the magazine shelf. Must have come from Sakura, right? But that doesn't make sense. Why is it so far away from where she died? Magazine shelf bloodstain has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Oh, that was the door. Or the chair. The chair was shoved up against the doorknob so we couldn't get to the door open. There's no evidence that any kind of string or mechanism was used on the chair. In other words, there's no reason to think the chair had anything special done to it.
What the heck?
Oh, okay, no, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to talk to you again. I was trying to click on, I guess what, is this a fucking, why is there a slot machine in the rec room?
Is that a slot machine?
It looks like it. What else would, yeah.
Kind of looks like an arcade cabinet a little bit.
That is for sure a slot machine. Welcome on, Cool Cats, glad to have you. It's around 1 o'clock right now. According to the Monokuma file, Sakura died around 12 noon. So roughly an hour ago. Was that when Kyoko and I were moving Alter Ego? I guess we could maybe... Is that not a soda machine? I don't think it is. Pachinko machine since it's Japan. The same shelf full of magazines. There's all different kinds of magazines here. Yeah, for sure. That is 100% a slot machine. You can see that. I'm not sure how well it's coming across in stream, but you can see like the 3 slots.
Is it a pachinko machine?
I don't think so. It looks like it's just a normal slot. It's even got like the scoreboard up here. God, I wish my internet were better. If also because I keep dropping frames and I fucking hate it here. That's everything for me to examine. What do you want me to look at? Oh. When Sakura drew her last breath, there's obvious evidence of the multiple blows to the head Sakura suffered. Normally I wouldn't have any problem believing that's what killed her, but according to the Monokuma fellowship...
We've seen this already.
Yeah. What is... I guess have we talked to Kyoko?
Hey. Certainly.
Okay, we've talked to you. What are we missing?
Oh, the magazine rack.
We already looked at it.
Well, we looked at the blood next to it, not the magazine rack itself.
Same shelf full of magazines. There are all different kinds of magazines here.
Huh.
Don't make me repeat myself.
I guess maybe we need to look at the door. It's the only thing we haven't looked at. This door is the only way in or out of the rec room. It does need to translate better, but from what I've seen and heard from others, that's sometimes a problem within many translated products in general, namely that anime is shown in games of the same genre. That's the thing, some of this stuff is very specific to Japanese culture, and when you have to translate that across cultures, there might be literal translations, but it might not get the idea across in the same way, because it's like idiomatic language. You know, I'm trying to think of an example in English. The bee's knees. Like, you're not literally talking about bee's knees, but you're just saying something is like really neat or nifty or whatever. Like, if you translated bee's knees directly to any other language, people would probably look at you like you'd lost a fucking brain, like you'd lost half your brain. They'd be very, very confused. Also, Japan loves their pun names, which do not translate. Yeah. The store is the only way in or out of the rec room. The door doesn't have a lock, and there's no evidence that the mountings have been tampered with. The only notable change to the door is the smashed window, which happened, of course, when I broke it to get inside. There's no evidence that any kind of string or mechanism was used on the door. In other words, I don't see anything suspicious about the door itself. Having examined both the door and the chair, there's no doubt the reason the door didn't open was simply because the chair was shoved up against it. This kept the doorknob from turning and the door from opening. And there was no evidence of the door or chair being tampered with or anything like that. So the killer must have created the locked door from the inside, not from the outside. Rec room door has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook.
Listen.
That, and they tend to change the languages of how certain stuff is said. To name an example, remember when the early Pokemon episodes they called onigiri donuts? To be fair, that's
4Kids.
That's 4Kids, and also like
that's 4Kids is Americanization. The 4Kids whole thing, it wasn't translation, it was Americanization, so it'd go better with the American audience.
Yeah,
like they knew they were changing things on purpose.
The best analog for an onigiri is probably just like a sandwich. Welcome on, Aether, glad to have you. Like, onigiri is to Japan what sandwich is to America. It's like a lunch. It's an easy like a lunch thing you slap together or have prepared for you. Doesn't really make sense to call the onigiri donuts.
It's weird because because I remember watching that episode for the first time. Because I was like, those look like balls of rice. Or rice balls. Why are they calling them donuts?
Yeah,
I guess a dumb American kid who doesn't know anything about Japan. Even I was like, oh, rice ball. It's a ball of rice.
Yeah.
Okay. I get it.
We can thank the 4Kids for the Shadow Realm existing. 4Kids did birth the Shadow Realm into existence. In the original anime, the kids just, like, the people who Yami defeated fucking died.
Yeah.
They literally just, their lives just ended. Yeah, donuts are more of a dessert. Onigiri is more of a snack or a lunch. Exactly.
To be fair, though, I think the Shadow Realm was a boon to Yu-Gi-Oh's translation.
Yeah.
Because I think it's a lot more terrifying to be like, you're going to a hell dimension for all of eternity than just like, you're gonna die.
Because none of the characters end up, like, none of the characters who end up dying in Yu-Gi-Oh are relevant to another character's backstory. It doesn't create the fucking One Piece problem where an entire plot line is effectively just skipped and never mentioned. Because instead of killing someone as part of Nami's backstory, in the 4Kids version, he just took her hostage, which completely and then, you know, that's never brought up again because the original anime didn't have anything about that. That character just died, so it becomes this massive plot hole in the original version why she doesn't go and try to find her dead mother figure. It 4Kids is interesting. Well, Makoto, have you finished with your general investigation? Yeah, I think so, for the most part.
So then...
Then you should probably go talk with people now. I'm on guard duty, so I can't leave.
Listen to me.
Which is why I've decided you'll go in my place. She's decided? She's gotten a lot more pushy since we had our issue. But she's right, I do have to go talk to the others. Sakura wanted to meet with two other people. I need to hear what they have to say. Wait, they had Bellamere kidnapped instead of killed? Yeah, in the 4chan, or the 4chan, no, 4Kids version of One Piece, Bellamere was kidnapped and put into a dungeon instead of killed. So it becomes a plot hole why Nami didn't try to go find where Bellamere was kidnapped and like kept in a prison. Yeah, 4Kids did not know what One Piece was about, so they made a bunch of nonsensical changes that showed they had no planning capability. It's really funny. The 4chan, to be fair, there's an ongoing, there's a post I saw that I think is the best example of people talk about like, oh, Ghost Stories is like an official, like the Ghost Stories dub is an official abridged series. No, fucking One Piece is an official abridged series, considering someone like posted the fucking part of Alabasta where he's talking about the boogie powder, and the king's like, you all know that if you boogie down with the boogie woogie powder, your boogie license will be taken away. They play it entirely straight-faced.
The guy was like, no one can know I boogie woogied.
You must all die. It's honestly spectacular. It's not good, but it is really funny. Welcome on, Dragon. I'm glad to have you. I do not like how I keep dropping frames. What the fuck is going on with my internet? Internet, why are you like this? What's using my network? Discord's Stream Deck. Why the fuck are you using my internet? This is bizarre. It's like a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Those other two probably went back to their rooms. Check, make sure Steam isn't downloading anything sneakily. Okay, it's not. I swear to fuck, if it's like Epic Game Store is downloading something, I'm gonna shit. Okay, so we need to talk to Toko and Hiro. Oh yeah, that's right, Sayaka.
Ashton. As a fan of both Dinosaur King and Yu-Gi-Oh! Do you want to know why they did good with Dinosaur King? I can tell you why they did good with Dinosaur King. It's just Pokemon. The dub for Dinosaur King is just Pokemon. They brought back all of the Pokemon voice actors and put them in nearly the same roles. It is so funny. It is so fucking funny.
Pokemon also had no idea what was happening. The directors made themselves do the voices for like Charmander as a one-off, not knowing it would become a mainstay later. Wait, so you're telling me that because of 4chan did the Charmander, we got such glorious Pokemon screams, like the Guzzlord scream, or the Surskit, ah?
No, they spoke, no, they, because they speak their names in Japanese too. So,
Jesse's
the Pokemon,
Ash's Max.
and isn't the the Japanese version of
Is
Surskit?
it? I fucking hope
Yeah,
so.
because Guzzlord screams in Japanese too.
Guzzlord, ah!
Yeah.
I love the Gorse so much. Also, welcome on in Breeze Wolf. Glad to have you. Victory Bell. Can we talk about James being the probably? Do you think that there is someone who realized they were into Vor because of Pokemon and Victory Bell and James? At least one, right?
Mobley, maybe.
I feel like with how popular the animated series for Pokemon was, there has to be at least double or maybe triple digits of people who found out they were into Vor because of Pokemon. I'm sorry for cursing you all with this information, but my brain is built like this. Not me, I think. If they have the same names it uses the Japanese voice actor, if it makes any animal sound, it is unchanged. It's only if the Pokemon speaks its name and is translated directly did they have to change it. Interesting. I press the doorbell. And after a few seconds... Hi, Toko.
Who's there?
Ah, the most negative aura I've ever felt. An aura of total decay.
Well, what do you want?
Jesse and James are bi icons. Yeah. I don't know, to be honest, I don't feel much about Vor. Victory Bell had to be wet, right? I hate that. Welcome on, Mad Hatter. Glad to have you.
So you're back to normal. Genocide Jack isn't around anymore.
Don't even say her name. It makes me sick to my stomach. I was in such a good mood, too.
She didn't look like she was in a good mood.
Hey, I was hoping to talk to you about something. Is now a bad time?
You know, I never thought about if their hair colors are the bi flag colors, huh? And then Meowth is their straight friend. Obviously annoyed, Toko slithered out into the hall.
Meowth is fruity. Haven't you seen his fantasies about a oiled up Giovanni?
I have not.
Yeah, buff, shirtless, oiled up Giovanni is a reoccurring fantasy that Meowth has in the anime.
I forgot about those. Actually, no, I do remember this now. In French, Machamp is Maconor. Maconor sounds a lot like Maconha, which is weed in Portuguese. So imagine how Brazilians reacted when seeing a YouTube video of a bunch of Machamps saying their own name. Weed. That's hysterical, though. What do you want? You said you wanted to talk to me about something?
React!
I will react to your talk. I wanted to talk about the fact that Sakura had asked to meet with you.
Wow.
I don't know what you're talking about. Byakuya already told me she'd asked to meet with him. What? She wanted to meet with Master too? I just said two, didn't I? I guess now it's totally obvious, huh? Yeah, pretty much. So can you tell me about it? I admit I did get the note, but I didn't go see her. I was scared, so I couldn't bring myself to go. Toko claims she didn't go see her, but can I really believe her? Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as fact. Is that good enough? Then I'm going back to my room. With that, Toko quickly retreated into her room. Toko's account has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. All right. Nope, that's... We need the other person with ridiculous hair. The other person with... There we go. That reminds me of the joke where people decide names for a few Pokemon. I pressed the doorbell. And after a few seconds...
You know?
What's up, Makoto? Did you need something?
Need something. Welcome on, Jerry.
Does this have to be a react? Why is that a react?
I don't know why. I think the react was supposed to be like a way for them to handle like dialogue trees in a really dumb way, but then like it's also just casually thrown into things like this, and I don't understand.
They forgot it's for dialogue trees.
Yeah, actually, I just wanted to check something. It's about how Sakura wanted to meet with you.
How did you know about that?
Could it be?
Did you maybe gaze into my soul? Have your special abilities awakened in you? But I'm not the only one she wanted to meet with. Ogre told me herself that she asked Byakuya and Toko to come too.
What? When did Sakura tell you that?
What?
Oh, well... Uh-oh. When she asked me to meet with her, of course.
Hero, this is gonna go a lot more fucking smoothly if you just don't lie to us in really, really obvious ways. But didn't she write you a note?
Yeah, a note.
How about that?
She gave it to me in person. And she happened to mention the others, like in passing.
I gotta be honest, this is super suspicious. So then you went and met with Sakura?
You got it all wrong.
No way! I totally didn't. Why would I ever do that?
Yeah, definitely suspicious.
Actually,
Last time I saw Ogre was when Hina got hurt and I took her to the nurse's office.
Yeah, this is a Larry Butts, but for this video game.
just don't look at me.
I haven't seen her since then.
While I'm here, could you show me the note she gave you?
I still have it. Let's see.
Hiro was feeling around in his pockets.
Hey, come on.
Sorry. Looks like I don't have it anymore.
With a big goofy smile on his face, he pulled his hands back out of his pockets. But when he did, I saw something flutter to the ground. Something had fallen out of Hiro's pocket.
Oh
Huh?
my god. Oh!
Huh?
Oh!
What?
Ah!
Quick as the wind, Hiro snatched it back up again and shoved it back into his pocket.
Hey, come on.
Sorry. Just a bit of trash I forgot to throw out.
Hiro, please, I beg you, for the love of God, just be honest. There's zero chance you actually killed Sakura, but you're making yourself look suspicious as fuck. Trash.
What?
Anyway, I can't deny that Ogre asked to meet with me, but I never went. So, well, if you excuse me.
Before waiting for a reply, Hiro quickly slipped back into his room. Hiro said that was just trash, but there's no way that's all there was to it. Pocket trash has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Okay, so I've heard from Toko and Hiro. What next? I definitely have to look at the actual crime scene again. I'm on top of that. Maybe I should find out more about the protein can we found on the floor of the rec room. I'm sure it'd have to have come from the chem lab, so where do I start? I mean, I guess
The
this
chem
is
lab.
along the way, yeah. Well, it's since it's on the way, we might as well go stop by the crime scene again. Actually, wait, I forgot, I can teleport.
Instant transmission.
There we go. That's there. Okay, I remember where we are now. This is the chem lab, right? It is. Excellent.
Yep.
Oh, good.
What?
Oh,
Makoto.
great.
Did you have your eye on the chem lab too? Just make sure you don't get in my way. Yeah, I got it. I like to think Makoto's progressively getting more and more done with this shit these people are giving him. I think you meant to say yes, sir, I understand.
Oh my god. Listen, you can do that to Toko, but not
Yeah,
us.
no, we're not
Come on,
into it.
dude.
You're gonna have to fucking back that shit up. This isn't my first time seeing the shelf, but I just can't get over how big it is. I should probably take a closer look at it. Fuck off. Why? It's so obvious. Look at the massive fuck off spill. Looks like 3 shelves have been connected together to make one giant shelf. But more important right now, what's that powder that has been spilled in front of the shelf? I have to be careful not to step in it. These are footprints? And they're all in front of the left shelf. How do these footprints relate to the scene as a whole? We may need to sketch out the floor plan. By we, do you mean me? How kind of you to offer. With an insufferable smirk, he handed me a piece of paper and a pen.
What?
Well, let's go, chop chop. Well, come on in, Gamner, glad to have you. Okay. So I go to work, and before long I've drawn up a sketch of the room. So how's this? Not bad, for you, I mean. For me?
See.
So, when you look at it like this, interesting. It would appear that whoever left these footprints only had business at the leftmost shelf. They came in, went straight to the shelf, did whatever they had to do, and then left. That's what the footprints tell me.
I see.
Howdy, mostly gonna stay lurking for sure. Thank you for stopping by. Also, you are a fellow burp streamer, right? I forgive me if I'm incorrect, but I believe I've seen Spout shout you up before. So I might have to do the same. These footprints must be.
It's certainly possible.
Makoto, are they yours? Hold up a moment, I need a sound effect.
Oh, hi, thanks for checking in. I'm still a piece of garbage.
Byakuya, you might be rich, but you're still trash. No!
What?
Okay, then let me see your shoes. I'll confirm their size for myself. Are you just trying to... This Byakuya is just trying to sneak our shoes off. I think he's into some shit. I couldn't think of a reason not to, so quietly did what Byakuya said. Welcome on a trash.
No, don't give him the free look at your feet.
Finally, my one goal. Free feet pics. You fool.
Most of Byakuya's income goes to buying feet pics online.
No, he's rich enough where he just buys the feet. He's basically a
my
JoJo
God.
villain. You know the JoJo villains that
he buys and hires people just for their feet.
Exactly.
He has personal servants that come by, take off their feet, and he just like, you know, does whatever you do with feet.
I'm gonna read. I'm sorry, I have to read the line like this. I shouldn't because I know someone's gonna fucking clip it. But I see your feet do appear to be too big.
Put those grippers on me.
I can't. Who let me stream? Someone made a mistake. They should be literally illegal.
I'm going back in time to stop Starky.
The truth is revealed. No, remember he's a teen. I've given up on this fucking game. I'm gonna be honest. I'm mentally aging up all these characters because the game does not give a single shit that all these people are minority status. Burp feet. I swear to God. Listen, if you want Starky talons, I have to hit partner. That's one of the many mistakes I've one of the many things that I've promised. That is definitely a mistake, is if I ever hit partner, you'll get Starky 17 talons as an emote. Unfortunately, I must admit these are not your footprints. Unfortunately. But with how clear these prints are, it should be quite easy to determine who they do belong to. Then these prints are a really valuable clue. If you lay out the footprints, looks like this. And then when you look at the pattern, whoever left this behind went to the shelf on the left, and that's it. Welcome on, Nicole. Glad to have you. Also, welcome on, Juichi. Glad to have you. Thank you for the hydrate. I actually need to hydrate. They went straight there, did something, and then left. Starky, you already leaked feet during your PC building stream, I swear to Christ. Well, if you say so, then I'll keep an eye on the emotes list to see if there are any bird feet. This feels like a setup. How could they not think to clean this up? That's according to the footprints, anyway. The prints are really clear, so it shouldn't be too hard to figure out whose they are. It means these footprints are a super valuable clue, and inevitably gonna belong to fucking hero of all goddamn characters. A bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor. I better not leave a footprint. There's a broken bottle in front of the shelf. Is this where all the powder came from? It looks like the bottle had a label on it. Chem C4. Would you like to hear something interesting? I was on the 4th floor this morning, checking things out, and at that point, this room wasn't like this. Then this powder must have been spilled.
So in other words...
Byakuya demands steppies. Great. Great. Poggers. That's right, if you could have only been around the time of the incident. That really is what happened. It must be related to the case somehow. Nice! Source of the powder has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. I should probably take a good hard look at that powder. There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor and from the shelf. Plus there remains the broken bottle. Looks like the bottle's... Wait. Why are we getting all this information again? According to Byakuya, the powder would have had to have been spilled right around the time of the incident. That's all I can tell for now. Footprints in the powder has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Why are we only getting that now? This game is strange. Very strange. Let's see what's on this shelf. There's all kind of dietary supplements and different medicines. The protein drink we found in the rec room probably came from this shelf. All the containers on the shelf were labeled with the letter A and a number. So I guess I consider this part of the shelving unit section A. Huh? But wait. It's updated things, I guess, because they had to include a feat. There's one bottle here that's labeled Chem C9. Did someone have put it here on accident? Alright, let's check cabinet C then. On this shelf is one look and I can tell it's nothing but dangerous chemicals. These all look like poisons and other powerful chemicals. All the containers in this shelf are labeled with the letter C9 and a number, so I guess I can consider this part of the shelving unit section C. So on this shelf is it's like a bunch of chemicals that have no idea what they are. They're reagents. Put simply, they're used in experiments to bring about a chemical reaction. How have you lived in such ignorance for so long? It must truly be bliss. Isn't that kind of harsh?
What?
What? You think studying science and mathematics has no practical application in the real world? Shut the fuck up, Nepo baby.
That's fine.
The words of a lifelong loser, which I suppose suits you well.
Damn, bruh!
There's hostility, and then there's this shit. Jesus Christ. I didn't even say that. Anyway, that doesn't matter. Right now I need to focus on the shelf. All the containers on the shelf are labeled with the letter B and a number. So I guess I consider this part of the shelving unit section B. I don't think I see anything out of the ordinary here. In which case I don't think I have to worry too much about the shelf. I should try to find out more about the shelving unit. They're split into 3 sections. Section A is dietary supplements, Section B has reagents, and Section C has lethal chemicals.
Hold up, wasn't the protein powder? Okay.
It was, but wasn't the B, wasn't it?
I thought it was C.
Oh, they switched the label on it, didn't they?
Because I thought it was like C4 or something like that.
Yeah, it was C4. So someone switched the labels and she grabbed C4. She grabbed it thinking that it was the protein powder, but no, it was actually.
Interesting. This is gonna be a tough one.
Sakura must have gotten the protein powder from Section A, but what concerns me is that in Section A there was a bottle with a label from Section C, what was a bottle of poison from Section C doing in Section A? Yeah, that's fair, Automod. There's definitely something going on there. Chem Lab shelf has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. I've already taken a good look at the Chem Lab. Maybe I should take a look around the rec room. Leave the area? Yeah, we're not casually talking to Byakuya. I do not have a degradation kink, thank you kindly. That's the only service fucking Byakuya can provide. Everything else is a disservice.
You can teleport, you know.
I can only teleport to hallways. I can't teleport to rooms.
Oh wait, rec room's down here. Okay, never mind. I thought rec room was second floor.
Wait, is my protein powder C4? Is that why I keep exploding? That's a pretty reasonable explanation. So, Makoto, how's your investigation going? I told Kyoko what Toko and Hiro had told me. I see. So along with Byakuya, they're both claiming they didn't go see her. But it's all too convenient. Someone must be lying. Someone's lying.
Anyway.
Well, I've made some progress of my own. Sakura's body, the shelf of the magazines, and the Monokuma bottles. These 3 things have revealed new clues. You do well to look over them one more time. Kyoko said the magazine shelf was hiding a clue of some kind. Clue. Huh? This magazine's upside down. Did someone put it back that way on accident?
Hey.
If something catches your eye, it's important for you to explore that in detail, don't you think? Yeah, you're right. Welcome on, Thomas. Glad to have you. How much did I miss? We just started the investigation for the fourth trial. So we've been live for just under an hour. Picked up the inverted magazine and flipped through it. This is on one of the pages near the center of the magazine. A word has been written in bold, bloody letters, and it said Toko. Could this be a dying message?
Correct.
Then it would appear you found it. Toko, is this?
So...
It is indeed a dying message. Someone used their finger to write it. A dying message.
However...
But just to be clear, I'm not the one who put it back upside down. It was already like that when I found it a little while ago. I made sure to put it back exactly as I found it, for the benefit of others who might have come looking.
Hey, is that... It says Toko, right?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Then she's the killer, right?
Well, it hasn't been confirmed yet.
I won't forgive you.
It's settled. She's the killer for sure. That's conclusive evidence, right? We can use it to corner the killer.
I can see why you would think that, but it just seems too easy. If anything, it makes me much more suspicious. According to Kyoko, there's still something to be discovered from Sakura's body.
Just a second.
Just staring off into space isn't going to help you figure anything out. Well, yeah, I know, but...
Hey.
Don't you think you might need to actually examine the body?
Whew.
There's no getting around it. Unlike me, Kyoko didn't recoil at the thought of touching a dead body. She was completely unemotional. It's the kind of thing I've grown perversely used to. Although there are still some times. I can't believe how calm you are. No matter how many times I see a dead body, I can't get used to it.
It's true.
That's
totally normal. Oh, wait, that's you. Wait, why did I read Kyoko? Hold up.
Are you? To be fair, most of the characters you've voiced are dead now. Welcome on, Gary, and thank you for turning me into
You know
a
why?
box.
I was staring at Sakura. I was like, oh wait, no, that's me. Hold up. And then Kyoko appeared.
I become box. That's totally normal. I don't know who else said that. Sakura's dead and Hina didn't say it. It's like there was some kind of... It's like I'm getting a spirit from the outside world. Jenna? She's like a fox thing from Echo?
No! No!
Then how can you...
So...
I imagine it's because I've had plenty of opportunities to touch dead bodies in the past. What? Sorry, never mind. That was supposed to be posted in Vent.
Hey.
More importantly, look here. The Starky package, oh my, is so big, I swear to God.
No!
Shoes?
Correct.
You see that yellow powder on her instep? Yeah, it really stands out.
I see.
That powder is clue number 1. Yellow powder has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook.
Hey.
Next is the wound to her head. Look carefully.
It's true.
Actually, even telling you that, it's incredibly difficult to spot, so let me just explain.
It would seem...
It would appear that she didn't suffer a single blow, but instead received 2 blows on the head. 2 blows.
Indeed.
Interesting, wouldn't you say? And there's one more interesting thing.
Correct.
Both of her hands were spotless. There's absolutely no trace of blood on either one.
It's true.
So that's what I learned from examining her body in detail. Kyoko's examination summary has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. I can't believe she was able to learn all that just by looking at her body. I don't think anyone but Kyoko could have pulled that off. And then the last one was the shards of glass. Okay. It was the figure, the rare double bonk. I think Kyoko said she'd found a new clue involving the Monokuma bottles. Something new, something new.
Hey.
So, did you figure it out? There's a hidden correlation between all the bottles. Like, pay careful attention and you're sure to find it. Oh, this is pointing out a correlation. There's a new different piece in each. This is pointing out there should be a 6th bottle. Hey Kyoko, can't you just tell me what it is?
So...
I don't mind guiding you towards clue, but giving you my conclusion isn't a good idea. Each person needs to come to their own conclusions so that everyone can have confidence in the outcome. And it's not just because you don't trust me, right? No answer? Welcome on in, Spout. Glad to have you. Oh god, the pet does not work while I'm in box form. Speaking of burp tubers, I need to shout out Spout. Shout out the Spout. There we go. Go, Spout's very, very close to partner, so go give them a follow if you haven't already. Pet the air. Pet the air above the box. Also, Spout's a very, very sweet bean, so go follow them regardless. I do trust you, to a degree, otherwise I wouldn't have told you anything to begin with. Only to a degree. Man, if Protag or Kyoko decided to kill someone, it would be over as the rest of them have no hope.
Hey.
Actually, there's one other thing about the Monokuma bottles that's bothering me. I'd like to do an experiment to confirm it. You don't mind helping me, right? An experiment?
Anyway.
Can you gather up all the pieces of the broken Monokuma bottle? Try to get the smaller pieces too. Huh? Are you sure it's okay to mess with a crime scene like that?
That doesn't
You're
matter.
a sweet bean? No, you're a sweet bean. I mean, it's better than some folks to a degree. Yeah, here's the thing. I think if Kyoko committed a murder, they're fucked. If Protect committed a murder, Kyoko gets us. If everyone else committing murders is just bad. The stream is wild sometimes. The phrases being said somehow broke my ability to think for a bit. I've already done a thorough investigation, so it's fine. And that obnoxious Byakuya's not here, so...
So then...
Anyway, I need to get something from the chem lab. While I'm gone, try to gather up all the glass. With that, Kyoko left the room. I really don't know what this is about, but... What choice do I have? I better just do it. I took the broom and dust pan and got to work collecting all the broken bottle pieces. I entered the chat when you were talking about the Byakuya foot freak. Yeah, that, you know... God, this stream is a mistake sometimes. And just as I finished up... Sorry to keep you waiting.
So then...
Is everything ready? Then let's get to work. Wait, who was... Oh, that was Snake. Sorry to keep you waiting. Snake, what the fuck are you doing in here? I'm here to kill Monokuma. So, what kind of experiment are we doing?
In other words...
I got a scale from the chem lab. We're going to use it to compare weights. Compare the weights of what? The pieces of glass you collected and one of the Monokuma bottle that's still intact. Why do you want to do that? That's the point of the experiment. It'll make sense when we're done.
Listen.
Starky, don't worry. At least you didn't pay $40 billion to buy Twitter. You know, that's fair. First, let's compare the weight of the two normal Monokuma bottles. It's balanced.
In other words...
Which means each Monokuma bottle weighs about the same. Which makes sense. The Monokuma figures inside are basically the same, and nothing else could really affect the weight.
So then...
Now, here comes the important part. Put all the pieces you picked up on one side of the scale. Now, what might we expect to see? Well, a normal assumption would be either they'll balance out or the pieces I have collected will be lighter. I did my best to get them all, but there's a chance I could have missed some here or there.
Then.
Okay then, let's give it a try. Huh? The broken pieces are heavier. How is that possible?
I knew it.
Just as I thought. What?
In other words...
The results of our experiment and the correlation between each of the bottles. Put it all together. And I believe you'll arrive at one very persuasive conclusion. So, what do you think? It's all on you. So, someone broke 2 bottles on Sakura's head and then took one of the pieces to make it look like only one was used.
Yes?
I'm assuming that's kind of what the... Alright.
Whoops! You caught me sleeping. Your investigation was just so boring I couldn't stay awake. Should I do it? Is it okay? Can I? Okay, then let's begin the class trial.
All right.
Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon.
Hopefully this trial doesn't... Because usually these trials take 3 hours by themselves, so we might go over.
Yeah. Is there a chance to save in the middle of a...
I don't think so. It's already time, but the mystery of the locked room is still only half solved. At this point, whatever happens will have to happen at the class trial. No, not whatever happens. I have to make something happen. I mean, worst case, we could just, like, play through it again super fast.
I do really like that they don't place you inside of this room. They make you walk to the red door.
Yeah.
I really like that because it's like walking to your own demise almost. It's like, if I fuck this up, everyone's dead.
Yeah. Monokuma made his announcement and everyone began to meet up, one after another. And then... The ultimate martial artist!
carrot_carrot. A locked room murder, colon closing parentheses.
What?
Why is he speaking in emojis?
How the fuck did you do that with your mouth?
Oh, I've just recently discovered the power of emoticons. Like, no matter how awful something is, you toss it in a smiley face, it turns positive.
Yes, indeed.
For example, you're at a picnic and you find a dead body. XD.
Oh, God. This is just plain creepy.
Was this game responsible for the fucking 2011 Uwu small bean talk?
No, Uwu, the first use of Uwu came from a Yu-Gi-Oh fanfic.
I hate it. Stabs you XD. Welcome on, Carl. Glad to have you.
Well?
And how about the reverse? No matter how great something is, if you put in a sad face, it makes it look super negative.
Yes, indeed.
For example, do you have 100 friends? T_T.
He's right. That does make it seem sad.
I can't wait.
Now then, please get on the elevator, lowercase o_uppercase O.
Fucking Christ. Okay, I'm gonna give it my best shot.
I'll see you all down there. Less than opening parentheses. Asterisk dash asterisk less than closing parentheses. Carrot opening parentheses asterisk dash asterisk closing parentheses carrot opening parentheses greater than asterisk dash asterisk closing parentheses greater than. What the hell was that?
I don't get it.
Welcome on in, Macro. Glad to have you.
How did the anime handle this? I don't get you guys. How can you act so casual after murdering someone?
Don't look at me.
I don't think I'm acting casual.
Aether, thank you for the gifts up to Modern Times Croissant. Enjoy the ad review and the emotes. Simple, they didn't. That makes sense.
Ah, the cowards.
Just for getting through that.
I mean, I didn't murder anyone.
Yeah, I'm completely innocent. How dare you call me a murderer?
Whatever.
Either way, the truth will be revealed soon enough. Because there can be no doubt, one of us is the culprit. The killer, the one that murdered Sakura. She was stronger than anyone I know. And apparently a fucking JoJo. They went full fucking JoJo with this. And yet someone killed her. And that person is here? That person is one of us?
Oh, there really is no one left. There is no one left.
Yep. Come on, it's time to put an end to this. I made my way toward the elevator, but with each step I took, I felt like I was moving further and further away from my goal. I could feel a chilling fear running through me, trying to make me rot from the inside out. No matter how many times I go through this, it never gets any easier. We climbed into our steel prison in total silence. Hey Starky, what is your favorite kind of sushi? I swear to God, if you're getting me more sushi, I just go for the red hot dragon roll. We watched the doors closed and felt it begin its sinister descent. People keep dropping off food during fucking stream. I'm gonna shit and lose my mind. But also, I really do appreciate it. You're great.
That's what the food's. That's what the food's for, Starky.
The food is for shitting.
Yeah.
By the by, I heard from my friend. I messaged you in Discord with the details. Oh my God. Not ordering you for today. Was just curious. All right, that is fair. So to explain, Rish discovered one of her IRL friends is a furry because they used their username on Twitch and they showed up in my stream.
What?
So apparently Rish has reached out to that friend. Let me go and check real quick to see how long the story is. Oh, my friend heard when you told the story about me realizing he was in your chat and he private messaged me on Twitch. He said, "Oh my God, you're the same Rish, aren't you?" It was like, no way, that's the same person. It's funny how small the world is at times. Don't shit on stream, Starky. You can't tell me what to do. You're not my dad. The elevator lowered, uttering its all too familiar clunking sounds. It fell lower and lower, and as suddenly as always, our ride was over. The doors opened once again.
Just the 6 of you, huh? Really? That's so few. You must be so lonely. You say that like it's not your fault we're all that's left. I wonder, will the class trial end with one less classmate again? Or will your school life come to an end completely? Now then, are we ready to begin? You know the drill. Find your assigned seats.
And so the curtain opened for the 4th time. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial. Sure. Save. Do we gotta stop our dad from being a chaos gremlin sometimes? Dad morph? I hate it. Not dad morph. Lost in thought. Increase the time limit for each phase. Effective during the class trial. Alright.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the result. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment.
This is the 4th fucking case we've done, Monokuma.
If you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened. And the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Now then, where to begin?
We already know who did it.
Whoa, deja vu.
That is true. This is the 2nd time Hina has done this.
The one who killed Sakura is one of the people that hated her. Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro. It was one of you.
How's the trial going today? Welcome on, Sir Growly. It literally just started. We just finished the investigation.
I had nothing to do with it.
Yeah, I'd never kill someone. No way.
Also, I just forget. I specifically added this sound effect for this reason. It's a really, really good fucking sound effect.
It fits so well.
Oh my god. Hina seems really sure that one of those 3 is the killer, but she must have some reason for believing that. Oh my fucking god. Awie's account.
It was one of you. One of you killed Sakura.
And what reason do you have for saying so?
Because you all had a motive. You hated her.
Is that it?
That doesn't make
That's the only reason you have her.
That's low. That's about
Okay, I
as
see.
low as
I was supposed to shoot. That's the only reason, because there is more reason.
One of you
Specifically, the fact that they each got an invite to meet with her before she died.
Yeah.
That's the only reason you have her accused.
No, that's wrong. Another reason you suspect them is because Sakura wanted to meet with them, right?
Yeah, and that was right before she died. So there's no doubt about it. One of those 3 killed her.
It's really fucking good. I can't disagree with Hina. There's a good reason to suspect all 3 of them. Then does that mean one of them did it? God, we're just riding the fucking the Ferris wheel. Jesus Christ. Pocket trash.
The fact that Sakura wanted to meet with all 3 of them, there's no way that's not suspicious. One of you is absolutely guilty.
I don't deny that she wanted to meet with us, but I never went to see her.
I didn't either.
Yeah, same here.
Come on. There's at least one of you is lying.
Okay, so the person who's lying is what's his face?
Hiro.
I don't deny that I never went.
I didn't.
Yeah, same here.
No, it's wrong.
Pocket sand.
Hiro, when we were talking before, you dropped a small piece of paper, remember? It was white with red polka dots.
What's that got to do with anything?
Red polka dots? That's gotta be the wrapper from the candy I gave Sakura.
No, it's
Ever since we got into the warehouse, I totally monopolized that entire box of candy. So there's no way a single one of them was left in the warehouse.
In that case, Hiro, where did you get that piece of candy?
From Sakura. It's the only explanation.
They keep... I can't... It's sorry, it's just... it's just too fucking good.
Well, I mean, yeah, sure I got it from her, but she gave it to me forever ago. It doesn't have anything to do with what happened to her.
I like to imagine that they're, you know the fucking Gmod, like the source filmmaker thing where they just clip. Have you seen the Heavy is Dead?
I don't know.
It's a well-known source filmmaker video, but at some point they just have like the Heavy clip into the ground and he just flails about. That's what I'm imagining the models are just like perfectly stanced up and then flailing around and then perfectly stanced.
When did she give it to you?
The last time you saw Sakura was when Hina had to go to the nurse's office, right?
Yeah, so I must have got it sometime before then.
But what Hiro said can't be right, because Sakura could have only gotten the candy after the incident in the nurse's office. The reason I know this is... Hiro got the when Sakura got that candy. He got it after the nurse's office.
About that, Hiro. Hina didn't actually give Sakura the candy till after she left the nurse's office. So if that was the last time you saw her, there's no reason you should have had that candy.
Damn it!
What?
I mean, what I meant was... Oh, that's right! I did meet up with her in the rec room. You got a problem with that?
Why the sudden hostility?
But we just talked, that's all. I didn't do anything, you gotta believe me!
I do believe you. I don't think you could hurt Sakura, let me be honest.
Yeah.
My man is a fucking wet towel.
Incredibly suspicious.
How is he? You know for a fact this motherfucker is gonna be one of the people that lives to the very end, right?
Yeah, I see it.
It's not just normal hostility. You're the real culprit. I even have proof.
Huh? Proof? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about her shining message.
What would a shining message even be?
At the scene of the crime, she had written out Toko in her own blood, right?
That's not right. She didn't have blood on her hand.
Dying message. Just like what you guys were talking about with Sayaka.
That's true. I saw it for myself.
See? See? Toko did it.
What are you saying?
How do you know about this, Hiro?
Yeah, no, wait. That's a very important plot point. How the fuck could Hiro have known? He was literally not allowed in the crime scene.
You just don't know.
Did Hiro actually do it?
Wait.
Hiro, hold on. When did you see that dying message of hers?
Huh? Well, when we found Ogre's body. Duh.
But if you recall, Hina was very adamant about keeping you away from the scene of the crime.
Did he actually do
So
it?
it's hard to believe that's when you actually saw the message for yourself.
Huh? Hold on. But when Kyoko found the magazine with the dying message in it, it was on the magazine shelf.
I got it! Kyoko, you found the magazine on the magazine shelf, right?
That's right. Looking through the shelf, I found the magazine with the dying message on it. I found it right there at the scene of the crime, after we'd started the investigation.
If that's true, then what Hiro just said doesn't really make sense, does it?
Doesn't make sense? What doesn't make sense? Everything I said makes perfect sense.
There's definitely something strange about it. Kyoko found the dying message during the investigation, in which case, that clearly contradicts what Hiro told us. Magazine dying message.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
This should be right. The magazine shelf.
When I found the dying ogre's body was discovered.
Why would you be checking the magazine? Why would you be checking the magazine shelf if there was a body there?
Yeah.
It's like, oh.
When Sakura's body was found, that magazine was sitting on the shelf nearby.
It's like, oh, a dead body. Let me go ahead and read the papers.
That's where Kyoko found it, after we'd begun the investigation. And you weren't at the murder scene, so there's no way you could have seen it then. Tell us the truth, Hiro. When did you see the message?
Hold on. You're focusing on the wrong part. Why does it matter when I saw it?
Hiro has to be working with the actual murder, right? There's no way he is genuinely this incompetent and stupid.
Wait. Do you think Hiro and Sakura set this up together?
Maybe?
All you gotta do is read the Vienna sausage Ogre left us, and we know who the killer is. Toko!
I don't even know where to begin with that one.
With Vienna sausage?
He's just trying to confuse us.
He's doing a damn good job of it, Jesus Christ.
Actually, can we even be sure Sakura wrote
No,
that
she
message
didn't,
in the
because
first
there was no
place?
blood in her hands.
Yeah? I think we can all agree Ogre wrote that message. 100%, without a doubt, she wrote it. And this is me talking, so you know it's true.
Without a doubt. No, I absolutely do doubt it. There's no way Sakura wrote that message. She didn't have any blood on her fingers. She couldn't have written them.
Yeah.
Show me the proof.
Uh-oh. Oh, God.
Right. The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap.
I've forgotten how to play this section.
The end is nigh. Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest. Show me the proof.
This should prove it.
Okay. I do not understand this minigame in the fucking slightest. I just kind of hit buttons and it works.
That Sakura wrote that dying message. Because if you look at it, the message was almost certainly written using a finger. But both of her hands were completely free of blood.
Say what?
I'm glad Makoto is smart enough to figure that. Do you want me to explain it? Nah.
Then, who did write it?
It's funnier if we don't.
Hiro could very well have written it himself. That would explain how he knew about the message in the first place.
Just stop lying, Hiro. There's zero shot you actually fucking did this. You're way too obvious.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Ah! He admits it!
I figured as much.
But why would you write something like that?
Because I killed her!
What?
No fucking shot. You're admitting to killing her.
Please, just let me explain what happened. I got Ogre's note, and so I headed to the rec room right before noon, just like it said.
You just did exactly as the note asked? What a fool.
And when I got there...
Now's your chance.
Oh my gosh, 1 second. Okay. Discord was really far behind. Sorry.
No, that's fine. My internet's shitting itself inside out, so that's understandable.
Sorry, but do you mind waiting? I asked a couple of other people to meet as well. Oh, okay. Would you like a piece of candy? It might help give you some energy. Oh, sure. Thanks.
That's all she said. After that, we just stood around in awkward silence. Suddenly, I heard her mutter something.
This is it. I'm going to end it today. I'm going to end everything.
As soon as I heard that, I just knew. I knew she was gonna try and kill me. She was gonna kill me and make her escape. So of course I freaked out, and then... I saw my only chance. I grabbed the Monokuma bottle from the shelf and smashed it across her head. I hit her from behind before she had any idea what was happening. Then she just went limp. I didn't see her move again after that. Once it was over, I pulled myself together. I realized if I didn't do something, I'd be caught and executed. So I wrote Toko's name in blood across a magazine on the table and I ran away.
He's literally too incompetent to commit a murder.
I can't believe you! You're the worst! I hope you die!
Well, that's what happened. Go ahead. Roast me, boil me, do whatever you want.
You're not gonna get off that easy. It's death. Death for the one that killed Sakura. Who ready to
Damn!
right?
Damn!
Who did it?
Jesus Christ, Hina. Hina, to be fair, Hina has every right to be pissed. They did kill her lesbian lover.
No, I think
Yeah.
there's more to Hiro's story.
What are you talking about? What else could there be?
There's one thing that Hiro's story just now doesn't explain, and until we figure that part out, we can't consider the case closed.
Yeah, how is the room locked? So what is it
Yeah.
that Hiro did that doesn't make sense? What would he have to do after writing the message? Doesn't make sense.
Why was the magazine hidden?
Why would he pick Toko? There's a lot of things about this that don't make sense. I guess he picked Toko. Why he didn't use Sakura's finger? He didn't think about it.
I got it! That's true. Everything you just said. It doesn't explain why the magazine was hidden, does it? By the time the body was discovered, the magazine had been picked up and put on the shelf. Why would you take the time to write that message? Then stick it somewhere we might not find it.
Oh, well, I didn't hide it. I'm sure I just left it sitting there on the table.
Really?
He's lying! He's gotta be lying!
I don't see any reason he would lie now, after already confessing to the crime.
Yeah.
Yeah. He has no reason to lie.
He is everything he tells from this point is either like a misremembering or just straight up the truth.
Then he's not lying?
Assuming he's telling the truth, someone else must have put the magazine back on the shelf. In other words, at least one other person was in the rec room both before and after the incident.
I don't think there's any question about that.
But then, who was it?
If they went to the trouble of hiding the magazine, they must not have liked what was written on it.
Toko. Someone who wouldn't like what had been written there is only one choice.
I got it! It had to be Toko, right? Who else would want to hide the magazine other than the person whose name was written on it?
Was he right, Toko? Did you really go to the rec room? Why would I have... Wait! But more important, that doesn't even matter! We already know who did it, right? Hiro just admitted it!
That's right. I killed her.
You did not. Fucking shut up.
No, you didn't.
Who asked you?
I don't doubt Hiro attacked Sakura with the bottle. But that's not where this case ends.
What do you mean?
What he means is that Hiro isn't the killer.
You can't be serious! That's just... I don't believe it!
Hiro, tell us what happened one more time. If we go through it once more, it should become clear he's not Sakura's killer.
So...
Sakura was hit in the head twice.
Yeah, that... Exactly.
Just tell us what happened one more time when you attacked Sakura.
So someone else had to have come in with a bottle to actually finish her
I
off.
don't really see why, but okay.
If that even killed her in the first place.
Yeah, it could have been the poisoning that she got. Sakura took fucking 3 people trying to kill her to finally take her out, huh? We haven't reached the end of the case just yet. Hiro isn't the real killer. And I have to prove that. So this has to be the second bottle, right? Yoko's examination summary.
Yellow powder.
I didn't want to, but I did it.
Also, I guess Sakura's body would also count, because it's very specific about there being 2
hit her
hits.
from behind before she could do anything.
You hit her from behind. And you only hit her once. Is that right?
Yeah, just once. After the first swing, the bottle shattered. And she went limp.
Hiro really is the
Yeah, okay.
I didn't want to, but I grabbed him on a coop
Yeah.
and hit Ogre from behind.
You hit her, and you only hit...
Yeah, just once.
What?
What happened?
Shoot!
I didn't want to, but...
What?
I did it.
I grabbed the Monokuma and I hit Ogre from behind.
You hit her from and you only
Oh,
hit her.
Kyoko's examination.
After the first
That's
swing,
I
the
thought
bottle
that the body
shattered.
it was also important that the body had 2 lumps on it.
See? Isn't it obvious? Hero really is the killer.
We can give it a shot, but
I didn't want to, but I grabbed the Monokuma and I hit Ogre from behind.
You hit her from and you only hit her.
Just once.
okay, I guess it does. You know, it should have counted, but who cares?
That doesn't explain why she had 2 head wounds.
Yeah, but you see, that was literally part of the fucking analysis of our body. That should have counted. Fuck this game.
2?
That's right. She had 2 separate wounds on her head.
Fuck this game.
And remember, this girl examines dead bodies as a hobby. Personally, I'm inclined to believe her.
But I only hit her once. How could she have 2 wounds?
2 wounds means she was struck twice. What's more, both attacks must have come from a Monokuma bottle.
Hold on. How can you know that just from some cuts on her head? She was attacked twice with 2 Monokuma bottles?
It's not just because of her head wounds. It's also because of the Monokuma bottles themselves. There's something very suspicious about those bottles. Once you understand that point, you'll understand why 2 separate Monokuma bottles must have been used. Think back. After the incident, there were 4 Monokuma bottles left on the shelf, right?
There's clearly
And you
space
found
for 6.
pieces of a bottle on the ground, along with the chess piece it had inside.
That was the bottle Hiro hit Sakura with, right?
For now, just note that there were 4 intact bottles and 1 broken bottle. But originally, there were 6 bottles in total, meaning 1 has gone missing.
Yoko, stop being obtuse and just say what you mean.
How can you know for sure there were 6 bottles?
That's easy. If you look at what the bottles all had in common, it should become clear.
A different chess piece. Welcome, Yoko Spencer. Glad to have it. What exactly is in those bottles? It's Monokuma holding a different chess piece. Connection must be it's the object of the Monokuma figure inside each bottle is holding. Hangman's Gambit. Chess? Chess piece, yeah. Chess. Where's the S? Give me the S. Give me the S. Give me the... Chess. E. E. Oh, fuck me. It was supposed to be a second E. There we go.
Now I understand.
Chess piece.
That's it. The chess pieces. Inside each bottle, there was a Monokuma figure holding a different chess piece.
King, rook, bishop, pawn. I definitely remember seeing each of those.
We entered our mind
The piece
palace.
that was inside the broken bottle we found was the knight, if I remember.
So, what's that matter?
I guess you don't know too much about chess, do you? Then let me explain.
Goddamn,
In
Kyoko.
chess, there are 6 different pieces. The king, the queen, the rook, knight, bishop, and pawn. What was left intact at the crime scene were the king, rook, bishop, and pawn. Just those 4. And on the ground was the knight.
Oh, so the queen is missing.
So we only have evidence for 5 bottles at the scene, while 1 apparently went missing.
What does chess have to do with anything?
Yeah, shogi is way better.
Hero, now is not the fucking time. But that's just believing it's real and not real evidence, no, since they didn't see it before. I think combined with that, yeah, but also like there's clearly space there for like 6 bottles. Like there's enough circumstantial evidence where you can probably assume that there were 6 bottles.
Wait, no, that's not what I mean. So, let's say a bottle did go missing. There's still no evidence that has anything to do with this case. That bottle could have disappeared any time before the murder.
No. It's clear that the missing bottle is connected to this case.
How is it clear?
Think about what state the missing bottle must have been in. Maybe then you'll understand.
Wait, when the bottle was missing, it was broken.
I got it! The bottle must have been broken.
What makes you so sure?
Because there was evidence at the scene that supports it.
Huh?
That's right. We found evidence that shows there was
Oh
more
my
than
god.
just one
Just let me
broken
show the
bottle
evidence
at the
already.
scene.
And what is this evidence?
The summary. Yoko's examination summary. Wait, is that not it?
Oh, Monokuma bottle experiment.
That's it. The okay. There we go. This game sure is just a 2 states attorney. It kind of is. Also, come on, chill, glad to have you.
We compared the weight of the broken bottle pieces at the scene to one of the unbroken bottles. And what we found was that the collection of pieces was heavier. And the reason for that is there was actually more than one bottle's worth of shattered glass.
So from this, we can surmise that 2 bottles were actually broken at the scene of the crime. But someone did their best to clean up the pieces of one of the bottles, along with the figure inside. But when they did, they must have left behind a few too many pieces, which is only natural. They certainly had no way to measure the exact right number of pieces to remove.
But why would they have to try and get rid of it like that anyway?
Because of what it would reveal about the case.
There can be no doubt that the second missing Monokuma bottle is involved in this case. It must have been used by Sakura's second attacker.
I got it! The bottle that was removed from the scene was used the second time Sakura was attacked.
The second wound on Sakura's head came from that second bottle. Given all the evidence, this is the only possible conclusion.
The killer wanted to make it look like there was only one attack, so they had to get rid of their evidence.
From there, we can conclude that it wasn't Hiro who delivered that second blow. Wouldn't you agree, Toko?
But also, Byakuya did it because Byakuya was the one who poisoned her, isn't it?
Ah, would we get rid of Byakuya that soon?
And there's the matter.
I'm wondering if this might be the final case
you
of the game.
must have been in the rec room when the incident took place.
Maybe?
Wait! I admit, maybe there was a second attack, but there's no evidence I had anything to do with it.
No way! You killed her! I'm sure of it!
Sakura
Yasuhiro,
did say she was ending it.
Yasuhiro, you did fucking... Yasuhiro, you literally just admitted to murdering her not fucking 20 minutes ago.
Shut up! Until 2 seconds ago, you were claiming you killed her!
I'm not afraid to admit when I'm wrong. That's just the kind of guy I am.
Oh my god! I'm gonna suplex him into that broken glass.
Plus, I just remembered something that proves it.
Okay, fine. Let's hear it.
It was right after I got Ogre's note. I was kind of nervous about it, so I went to the rec room early. You know, to stake it out or whatever. So I was waiting there, and that's when I saw her. I saw Toko go into the rec room.
Yeah, some bowling aficionados broken and slammed a bottle against a giant woman's head. Don't know where they went, where they are though. Yeah, now you're bringing this up.
And she went into the rec room. I assumed Toko was still in there, so I figured everything would be okay. That's why I headed in. But when I got inside, Ogre was all alone. Toko had disappeared.
And you just now decided to share that with us?
After the shock of thinking I'd killed someone, I forgot all about it.
Could someone tighten the screws on his brain? I think they've come loose.
Oh, okay. Suddenly this makes a lot more sense. Sakura knew she was being poisoned, which is why she closed the room. To make it clear that no one could have actually broken in to kill it. It had to have been the poison that killed her.
Ah.
Oh, Toko was in the locker?
Yeah.
Oh, and she was hiding in the locker.
Toko
okay.
hid in the locker, and then after the attack, Toko came in, smashed another bottle against her head.
Yeah, and then left. And then Sakura woke up, realized that she was dying from poison, locked the room herself to make it clear that no one actually killed her, besides the person who poisoned her.
Yeah.
Toko, where the heck did you disappear to?
You don't know what you're talking about. I never went in the rec room.
I'm sure she didn't disappear, but maybe she found somewhere to hide.
Hiding in the rec room? Don't be ridiculous. Why are you all ganging up on me? You're all nothing but vermin.
It's not ready to install. I need proof that shows she left it. Neilman's bad. Oh, god damn it. More?
Another one!
So far, you've probably been pressing the left mouse button during your final strike without a second thought. But from now on, you're going to have to pay a little extra attention to your finishing blow. Now you'll have to choose the proper truth bullet to use during your coup de grace. You'll select it at the same time as the non-stop debate simply by pressing the Q and or the mouse wheel. Also, like the debate, if your logic difficulty is set to kind, you'll have fewer bullets to choose from. But for educational purpose, we're going to pretend you're set to mean regardless. Just this once, okay? Oh, by the way, you're about halfway through this game now. Go you. What?
Halfway?
What the fuck? Well then, good luck and have fun. How is there another half? Welcome on to Chow. Glad to have you.
What?
This shit again?
I admit nothing. I hate you. I curse you. No, no, no! Enough! I admit nothing. I curse you.
I thought we were fucking done with this game.
I curse you.
Please rechat. I cannot rechat.
Chill says narrator coming in to let you know it's not done. It's the best. What are you talking about? As Azafoth said, your reactions are rich. This is awful.
That's enough.
Figure block her hand. God damn it.
Shut up. No, no, no. That's enough. I admit nothing.
Block her hand.
Hi, Chow. How's it going?
This should prove it.
Not gonna lie, I kind of like this game if only for the reactions load. Welcome on the Buck. Glad to have you. Also, hi, Chow.
Did you know someone left a handprint behind on the inside of the locker? They must have been hiding in there and put their hand on the wall without thinking.
There's 16 seats?
Does this handprint look familiar, Toko?
It doesn't.
Yeah,
Okay then.
because there was 15 of us and there was one extra one. Remember?
Oh, god damn it.
That'll clear everything up.
Stop wasting my...
I thought that one extra one was for Genocide Jill, though.
Okay, it's my handprint.
Dang, she just straight up admitted it.
Then you killed No, I swear, there's no way.
Out with it.
I probably did kill her.
Straight up again.
God damn it. I hate this. I hate what's happening. Welcome on, Meaty. Glad to have you. But she's lying, and then Byaku's like, tell the truth, and then she's just being honest.
Wait, what do you mean probably?
Give us the details, Toko. What happened between you and Sakura?
Talk. Now.
After I read Sakura's
I hate it
note,
here.
I
Oh
decided
my
to go there
god!
early, so I went into the rec room. I didn't know what she might do if I didn't go. But I was too scared to face her head on, so I figured I'd just sneak in first and hide in the locker.
Then, did you see what happened? Did you see me hit her?
Yes, and I saw you write my name. I saw you forge
She's
her
whipped.
dying
I
message.
fucking hate it here.
Wow. That's awkward.
So after he left, I jumped out of the locker and put the magazine back on the shelf.
But when you did, you put it back upside down.
I didn't mean to. I was in a hurry.
Imbeciles, all of you.
Forget all that. Why did you attack Sakura? After I put the magazine back, I heard a sound behind me like a monster growling. And when I turned around, there was Sakura, covered in blood and staring right at me. When I saw all that blood, I fainted. Right there in front of the magazines. I don't remember what happened after that. If you want to know more, you'll have to ask her.
Her? You mean?
Guess it's back!
Well, that's convenient.
It was your fault after all.
My fault, Master's fault. When our faults combine, they soar to even greater heights.
I hate it here. How is there another half to this game? How are we at the halfway point?
Just answer the question. Did you kill Sakura?
Well, to be honest, Miss Morose and me don't actually share our memories, so I can't really say what was going on. But I was just minding my own business, sleeping peacefully when someone shook me awake.
I'm sorry, who is this? Coco has dissociative identity disorder that's caused whenever she sneezes or faints from seeing blood. And she is, her other side is a serial killer named Genocide Jack, or in this instance, Genocide Jill.
Was it a prince paying me a visit? I wonder. So I opened my eyes to see.
Halfway point on this trial game. Oh, okay. Welcome on to Small Blue Jay. I'm glad to have ya.
Everywhere! I was not prepared for that. And, well, I guess it took me by surprise. I got so startled, I smacked her with the first thing I could find, which I guess was a bottle. Sakura was just worried about you, and you're terrible! No, she's terrible! Thanks to her, I murdered someone who wasn't an adorable boy for the first time ever!
And when it was all over, you collected the pieces of the bottle to get rid of the evidence, didn't you?
I wasn't about to die for some woman! If I'm gonna go down, I want it to be for killing Master!
Girl be crazy, but I still have to ask Ayo what that tongue do.
Just go away.
Oh my
and die a
god.
needless death.
No.
Do it. Kill him.
But I just can't catch a break, you know? Fate's got it out for me. Because normally, Sakura should have been able to dodge my attack, no problem.
Even as strong as she is, she must have still been reeling from Hiro's attack.
Hey, come on. That's... you know, but anyway, I'm not the one that killed Ogre. So that's good.
So that's good. Keep talking like that, and Hina's gonna...
That's that. Let's start the vote.
No! No! Do not start the vote!
Oh.
Huh? I thought for sure you would have had some words for Hiro on that one.
Come on, everyone. We're ready to vote, right? Let's do this.
All these characters are like 14, I'll be honest, and I've mentally aged them up into their 20s because Jesus fucking Christ. The game does not pretend, the game does not act like they're minors.
Not quite yet.
Not yet? Why not yet?
Don't you think there was something odd about Toko's story? I mean, you had to have noticed.
Odd? Huh?
Yeah, they said Sakura was
And then
staring at her.
Toko's. But that still wasn't... Tell us your story one more. Then even this gaggle of idiots should understand.
The fact that she left the room, she didn't lock the room somehow. Not over yet.
Yeah.
Is the one who killed Sakura is. The fact that the room was locked. There's no way she could have left while locking the room.
I was just sleeping peacefully, and all of a sudden, Sakura was right there in front of me.
Music is a bop, for sure.
In front of the magazine shelf.
You were taken by surprise when you saw Ogre covered in blood. So you smashed her head in with the Monokuma bottle?
You got it! I smashed her good!
And where did the attack take place?
Right where I woke up! I killed her there in front of the shelf!
Wait. In front of the shelf?
I was just sleeping peacefully.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, I remember
Sakura died on the chair.
So you smashed her head in with...
You got it!
And where did the attack?
Right where I woke up! I killed her there in front of the shelf!
Wait, what was... Right. So the second shot was from Toko is what killed Sakura, and the problem is, where did Sakura die? It was...
I was just sleeping peacefully.
the status of Sakura's body.
Sakura was right there in front of me. I remember waking up.
You were taken by surprise. So you smashed her.
You got it!
And where did the attack?
Right where I woke up! I killed her there in front of the shelf!
There it is.
No, that's wrong.
That makes sense. Toko just put the magazine on the shelf when she heard
We
Sakura
found
behind her.
Sakura sitting upright in a chair. If the blow by the shelf was the cause of death, there's no explanation why she was in that chair.
So, you finally noticed.
That's just another lie from a bloodthirsty serial killer.
Are you sure you didn't attack her while she was sitting in the chair?
No, I'm sure she's telling the truth. Anyone who saw the murder scene should think the same way.
The massive blood pool. That has to be the evidence that proves there's an attack. The magazine, yeah.
I got it! Sakura was definitely attacked in front of the shelf. The blood stain by the magazines is proof of that.
Then she must have moved the body after she killed her, right? All to make it look like I did it. Because when I hit her, she was
Whoa, whoa, whoa! But Byakuya was there in the thing that this morning, in the chem lab. So Byakuya probably did.
Yeah, it had to have been Byakuya.
Then what's the deal?
Well, are you still convinced the case has come to an end?
But why is he helping us if he did?
The biggest mystery of all, the locked room, still has yet to be explained. Until we take care of that.
Unless it really was a case of her accidentally, like if this was just an accident.
Yeah.
Toko just hid in the locker again.
I think it'd be more interesting if it was an accident.
Until everyone showed up and opened the door? And while everything was all confused and hectic, she just snuck out of the locker into the group.
No, I don't think that's possible.
There's no reason. There's a reason. No way. The reason there's no way Toko was hiding the locker is because
you saw it for yourself. You saw it was open.
Even before we opened the door to the rec room, Hina and I both got a look inside. And at that point, the locker was already open. So obviously Toko couldn't have been hiding in there.
Okay then, where was she hiding?
I don't know. What's this whole locked room thing about anyway?
How do you not know? You killed her!
I think the fact that I don't know proves I didn't kill her. Thank you very much. You're lying.
No, she's not. I've been saying all along, there's still more to this case.
But if Genocide Jill didn't do it, that means Ogre didn't die from the shot to the head.
And?
Well, I can't imagine what else could have killed her.
That's because you're overlooking vital information.
Could we really be missing something so important? Yes! Pro Tycoon, you're an idiot. There's another possible explanation. Maybe it's, you know, the fucking poison she consumed. Awie's account, yellow powder. The yellow powder.
What was it that killed Ogre? If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack, then what was it?
There's no other possible cause. What killed Sakura? I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head.
Whoopsies.
So you're dead set on blaming
Well,
me,
you know, good thing I missed.
What was it? If it wasn't from Jill, what was it? There's no other that killed Sakura. I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head.
Shoot. Don't claim up now. We're trying to fucking introduce a piece of vital goddamn information.
What was it that killed Ogre? If it wasn't from
Monokuma. Oh, the Monokuma file number 4. It's actually relevant this time.
Yeah.
No
huh.
cause.
Have we not used a Monokuma file before?
We have not.
I can't think of anything other than the shot.
No, that's wrong.
I just stopped paying attention to them because they were almost always used to clue in that you had to scan another, like something in the same thing to bring up a contradiction.
I think we can assume there's a chance this was related to her cause of death. In fact, there was even a trace of blood left around her mouth.
Well, I mean, maybe when she got hit with the bottles, she cut the inside of her mouth.
If that's all it was, the file wouldn't have specified vomited blood. Not to mention, I didn't find any cuts inside her mouth.
Goddamn, Kyoko, you are thorough when checking a body.
You even checked in there? God, you really are into dead bodies!
No, I'm not into dead bodies. What I'm into is solving mysteries.
But if there wasn't a cut or anything, then what made her vomit blood?
Some sort of reaction within her body. Most likely, Sakura was poisoned.
Poisoned?
That's right. This is the conclusion I've arrived at, and so there can be no mistake.
I hate the fact that you're goddamn right, you piece of shit.
She was poisoned? It isn't possible!
Is it really so hard to believe? Then let me explain exactly how the culprit was able to poison her.
You can explain it?
Wait, did Mono fucking Kuma do this?
Of course, if you don't mind.
Everyone quiet! Shut up and listen to Master!
But you're the only one talking.
The key to unlocking this mystery was hiding in the chem lab up on the 4th floor.
Welcome on Assault Skater, glad to have you.
Not in the rec room? And I could have found it all along.
It could have been Monokuma because they asked Monokuma if he did it when they first found the body.
I suppose that's fair.
Well, yeah, good point.
There's a big shelving unit in the chem lab that houses a variety of mixtures and chemicals.
There's no fucking shot Kyoko did this.
And that's where I found this.
Is that the poison?
It's not an especially powerful poison, but it'll still kill you if you drink an entire bottle. But the specific properties don't matter. What does matter is where I found it.
Where'd you find it?
The shelf is divided up into 3 sections, A, B, and C. In Section A, dietary supplements. In B, reagents. And in C, a variety of lethal chemicals.
And that's where the poison came from? Section C?
Well, that's the question, isn't it?
The bottle of poison Byakuya just showed us. I'm sure I got... It was Section A.
I got it! The poison was actually in Section A, wasn't it?
Huh? You just said that Section A was for supplements or whatever.
Strange, isn't it? Why would there be a bottle of poison mixed in with all those nutritional additives?
Yeah, so? Why?
Because the culprit switched it out. That's why.
What do you mean?
I mean, this.
I couldn't believe my eyes. It's the protein zyme. Byakuya put the bottle of poison to his lips, and we were so shocked at what we were seeing, all we could do is just stand there and watch. But as if it were the most natural thing in the world, Byakuya was as calm as ever.
That tastes awful.
Oh no! Master's in real trouble! You have to drink some water! You can't just swallow powder! It'll stick to your throat!
Idiot! He just swallowed poison! We need to make him spit it out!
The flavor certainly makes me want to spit it out. What's so high quality about this stuff?
Yes, he's gonna die, unfortunately now.
I'm talking about the protein, of course.
Protein? Can I see that bottle for a second?
Swap
Sure.
labels. It's like I
Whatever you
thought.
like.
Kyoko took the bottle from Byakuya and scraped out a bit of the contents with one finger. She touched the finger to her tongue.
It's protein powder.
Correct. That wasn't poison in the bottle, but harmless protein powder. Which makes one wonder, the poison that should have been in that bottle, where did it go?
Into Sakura. The bottle of poison was actually filled with protein powder, which would mean that conversely the poison must have been in, could it be? Hangman's Gambit. Protein freak?
Shaker. Right?
No, because it's not the R is not the R and the K aren't in the right position. I think it has to be protein freak. Oh wait, no, fuck me. Where's the N? Show me the N. Also, I'm pretty sure there's an F here, so that we have to make use of that. Give me protein drink.
Ah.
Now I understand. The poison.
Where was that F? Where was the F, Starky? It wasn't there.
If the protein's in the poison bottle, it seems only logical to assume the reverse is true, right?
Listen, this game has straight up used a fucking slur. Like, I'm putting nothing behind this game.
Absolutely. The contents of each container were switched. So the protein was in the bottle of poison, and the poison was in the protein can. Once you accept that, it becomes obvious how the culprit was able to get Sakura to drink the poison.
I still don't think it would be safe to drink out of that previously poisoned bottle.
No, I think they just switched the labels. The bottles are consistent.
Oh, okay.
Stream slowdown. I've been consistently dropping frames, unfortunately.
All they had to do was hand her something there at the scene, and she was happy to drink the poison herself.
My internet is shitting itself inside out. Playing at the scene.
Was it Aoi on accident?
A protein drink.
You're saying they gave her a protein drink, right?
A protein drink which actually contained a deadly poison.
What?
That's all it took to kill someone.
Byakuya switched the protein in the thing, and then Aoi handed her the protein drink.
Ogre saying that protein stuff was good for all kinds of aches and pains. So maybe she took it to try and help with the whole bleeding head wound thing.
But what was offered to her instead was a bottle full of poison. And I already know exactly who swapped the mixtures.
For real? Who was it?
Evidence revealing who replaced the two materials was left in the chem lab for
The labels were swapped, and whoever swapped them would be the killer. Yeah. The evidence that shows who switched them, it has to be. Must be who was found in front of the shelf. The no fucking shot. It's the goddamn. The source of the powder?
Footprints and powder.
I got it!
Okay.
The footprints left behind in front of the shelf. That's the evidence you're talking about, isn't it?
I visited the chem lab this morning, and there were definitely no footprints there at that point. They must have appeared around the time of the murder, which leaves no doubt that they're connected. What's more, the footprints were in front of Section A, where I found the bottle meant for the poison. The culprit must have gone to Section A to swap the poison and protein, leaving their
But they couldn't have done that
behind.
without going to Section C.
And given how clear the prints were, figuring out who they belong to will pose no problem. All we have to do is check everyone's footprints right now. Then we'll see who...
It was me.
It wasn't you,
The
Hina.
footprints. They're mine.
Hina?
If you're all gonna find out anyway, I'd rather you hear it straight from me, you know?
Ogre's killer was...
Yep.
No, it wasn't you. Jesus Christ.
I did it. I killed Sakura.
You didn't kill You killed Sakura!
You killed Sakura! You killed Sakura!
I killed Sakura! Anyone else who killed Sakura here?
Just as I suspected.
It was you, Togami.
The footprints were made by a pair of sneakers. There was no mistake. And the only people here who wear sneakers are...
What is this low angle of Byakuya?
I got it!
Are they really the only two people?
Oh, so Byakuya. That explains why you...
These footprints must be. Makoto, are they yours? No! Okay, then let me see your feet. Your shoes. I'll confirm their size for myself.
If the footprints didn't belong to Makoto, that left only one other possibility.
Just Hina.
Plus, Hina's been acting strange ever since the trial began. You were in an awful rush to get to the vote, weren't you? This whole time, you've been focused on pinning the crime on
Okay, so that's why. That's why he's setting this up so that way he can blame Hina, but it's really his fault.
I can't believe it.
What about it can't you believe?
Well, it's just... the two of them were so close.
That's likely exactly why it turned out this way.
Shut the fuck up,
Because they
Byakuya.
were so close, Sakura didn't think twice about it when Hina handed her the concoction. Hina used that trust to kill her. She deceived the victim, and she tried to deceive all of us. I have to say, Hina, coming from you, this was a particularly nasty little scheme.
Is it true? Did you really kill Sakura?
No, that's not the good. That's not the question. Is if she did it on purpose.
Why would you do that?
I found her. There in the rec room. She was hurt. She asked me to bring her that protein drink, but when I went to get the powder from the chem lab, it just occurred to me all of a sudden.
Now's my chance to kill her. That's what you thought, right? That's when you switched out the protein powder, and that's when you gave her the poisoned mixture.
And then she downed it all at once.
No fucking shot.
You're...
Hold it. I'm not convinced.
Yeah.
I'm not about to claim she wouldn't.
You're putting words in her mouth, Byakuya!
You still don't get it, do you? The game we're playing here isn't so kind. Honeyed words like friendship don't matter here. What matters is outwitting the opponent, defeating them. Not a person alive would sacrifice themselves for another. In the end, we're all in it for ourselves. Just like how this girl sacrificed Sakura to save herself.
Shut the fuck up, Byakuya.
You say that, but I'm still not convinced.
How many times do you plan to repeat yourself?
Don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying it because of some misguided sentiment.
You know how much Byakuya hates repeating himself.
I hate repeating myself.
But there's still that one unsolved mystery, and I'm not convinced.
Are you talking about the locked room problem?
Hina, if you really are the killer, explain it.
Well, that doesn't matter. Just because I'm guilty, that means I have to tell you everything?
No, it doesn't. But the fact that you won't tell us concerns me.
Surely you're not... Do you honestly think Hina didn't actually kill her?
And the first time he sweats.
And if I do?
Impossible. She switched out the mixtures. She's the culprit. There's
How could
no
she have
way
switched
you
out the
can
mixtures? If those are her footsteps, she couldn't have gotten. She could not have gone to
Even
sea.
ignoring the fact that I don't want to believe it, it just doesn't fit.
What doesn't fit?
I mean, why would someone leave such a clear clue like a footprint? It's too obvious, too easy.
He's right. It makes it look like you wanted people to suspect you.
I was just nervous. So, I didn't notice I'd left a footprint.
You didn't notice?
Yeah, that's just how it was.
Listen, Hina. Could you go into a bit more detail? Tell us more about when you switched the poison and the protein.
How come? That doesn't matter.
Hina, please, I'd like to know too.
Fine.
Waste your time if you like. It's clear that Hina is the culprit.
The chemical clearly should have been in the sea cabinet.
Nobody else could have possibly done it.
Go ahead, Hina. Start from the moment you arrived at the chem lab.
Well, right away, I went to Section C and got the poison.
And is that when you spilled the powder in front of that part of the shelf?
Yeah. When I opened the bottle, I dropped it like an idiot.
Why are you lying?
I see. Okay then, go on.
So then I moved to Section A and got the protein powder, and that's where I switched them. Once I was done with that, I took the protein can that had the poison in it and left the room. But I accidentally put the bottle filled with protein powder back on the wrong shelf. And because of that, everything I did got found out. And
that story you just told. First you went to Section C to get the poison. Then moved to Section A to get the protein, right? Meaning you went from Section C to Section A. Do I have that correct?
Oh, but the footsteps are very clear that the person who went to Section A had to have come from the entrance.
Yeah.
But if that's true, isn't that a little strange?
Can you repeat that series of events once?
What's wrong with you, Big Mac? You're being awfully pushy.
Big Mac? Are we? Is Makoto supposed to be American?
It's the same thing no matter how many times you hear it. How long until you're satisfied?
How long? Until we figure it out. Until I uncover the full truth of this case. Footprints in the powder. This isn't a McDonald's sponsor.
first I went to Section C. That's when I grabbed the poison.
And you spilled some of the powder on the ground in front of the shelf.
Yeah. When I grabbed the bottle, I dropped it.
Okay, and then?
Big Mac.
I
Oh,
moved from
Makoto.
Section C
to Section A.
You could not have possibly done that.
No, that's wrong.
Because it was very clear from the
You said
footsteps
you
that they
went to
came
get
from the
poison
entrance.
from Section C. And that's where you spilled the powder, right?
Yeah? What about it?
And after that, you said you moved from Section C to Section A to get the protein. But the footprints left at the scene were not moving from Section C to Section A. That contradicts what you just said.
What?
Then maybe she moved in some weird direction on purpose to disguise her movements?
No, that can't be it. Remember what Hina just said?
She was nervous. She wasn't thinking. Ooh, sorry. I forgot how much this game does flashbacks. I also thought it was going to be voice acted. Because it was voice acted.
Yeah, why wasn't it voice acted?
What the? Hina, what's the meaning of this?
Well...
You lied to us. Plain and simple. If you look at the footprints, your movements in the chem lab are obvious. The powder had already been spilled when you came in, and you went straight to Section A, so you never went to Section C. Whatever you did there...
Imagine drinking for every flashback, you'd be fucking dead by the end of the first thing.
Well... You see...
What the hell? What's going on here?
I'm letting that one fully play out because it's the first time I think we've seen Byakuya like that.
And the footprints aren't the only problem with her account.
Yeah, Byakuya for sure did it.
Before I explain that part, I'd like to submit some new evidence.
New evidence? Impossible, there can't be.
Are you sure? After all, you're the one that gave it to me.
I did?
So Byakuya set this up so that every single fucking person other than him would be implicated in this scenario.
Leo!
Ah.
God damn it! God damn it! God damn it! God damn it!
It was hidden inside the bottle of poison you gave me. I'm amazed you, of all people, would miss such a vital clue. A truly grave oversight.
Just say it already! What is it you think you found?
I found this.
Huh? A piece of
It
glass?
had sunk to the bottom of the bottle, and the hidden clue was exposed, thanks to you ingesting the powder. I couldn't have solved the mystery without you. So, thank you for that.
That had to have... Oh my god.
What is it?
Oh, you still don't realize?
That's from the window.
Well then, Makoto, why don't you explain it?
Huh? Me?
Fine. If you really do know, explain the meaning of that shard of glass.
Shard of glass, light blue glass. I think I remember I broke something of the same shade of the rec room window.
I got it! It's part of the window from the rec room door, right? The window?
How the fuck did that get in
The window
there?
we broke to get in was light blue. Just
Oh,
like
that explains why it's on
So I
top of
think
the
that
glass,
must
because it was
be it.
planted.
You're right. It must be. Of course, that leads to another question. How did a shard of glass from the window get inside this bottle of poison?
What's so strange about that?
What's strange is that, according to what Hina told us,
There was the bottle of poison. Should have been when I broke the rec room window. According to what Tina told us, it should have been section A of the shelf.
I got it! The bottle of poison was left on the shelf in the chem lab. That is what you said, right, Hina?
Why are you lying, Hina?
Yet, somehow a piece of glass from the rec room window made its way into the bottle.
Everything Hina told us was a lie?
In reality, that bottle of poison most definitely found its way to the rec room. It was there at least until the window got broken. In other words, when the locked room was unlocked. There's no other way to explain the presence of that glass in that bottle.
And then, once the room was opened, the bottle somehow got moved back to the shelf in the chem lab. Meanwhile, the protein can we found at the crime scene was planted there. That had to be after the locked room was opened. In other words, after Sakura died.
Wait, hold on. You're moving too fast. I'll grant you, the bottle of poison may well have been in the rec room when it was locked. But how can you say the protein can was put there after the room was unlocked? We already know she was given the protein can with the poison inside, right? If that can wasn't there when she died, how did she get poisoned?
You're right. We do need to explain that. But before we do, there's something I'd like to confirm with everyone here.
Huh?
It has to do with the protein can. After Sakura's body was discovered, did anyone move it or trip over it or anything like that?
What are you talking about? Is this some kind of loaded question?
Yes, it is.
Not at all. Just answer to the best of your ability.
Well, no, not that I remember.
Yeah, me either.
Not me.
Same here. Yeah, me either.
Okay then, that settles it. That proves that the protein can found its way to the murder scene after
Because
the
it
room
was on
opened.
top of the glass.
Oh, come on! How can
Oh
you
yeah, they would have to walk over it.
How can you know what I don't know?
Oh my god.
He is losing it. Oh my god. I'm beginning to see why this is some people's, like, second favorite case. There's proof that someone brought the protein can to the rec room after it was open. Rich boy is cracking. Make your argument. The empty protein drink.
When it comes to that protein can, there's not a doubt in my mind. Until the locked room was unlocked, it absolutely was not in there.
So you're saying someone planted it there after we got the door open?
No, that's impossible. It had to have been in there the whole time. It had to be.
It was in there before.
No, it wasn't. No, fuck you. He's literally having his ego curb stomped.
You remember how there was broken glass scattered all around the room, right?
Of course. It came from the window you broke to get in. What about it?
Well, those pieces weren't just scattered around the protein can. We also found pieces underneath the can.
What?
And this proves it. It shows that the can must have been put down on the floor after the window was broken. So it had to be after we got into the room.
I see. So that's your explanation. Kyoko, earlier when you asked if anyone had moved the can...
That would have given an alternate explanation for how it happened.
If that were the case, that would explain the can being on top of the glass.
So you asked everyone about it to eliminate that possibility right out of the gate.
And that's made everything clear, hasn't it? As long as it was a locked room, it only contained the bottle of poison, and not the protein can. But once the room was opened up, they were switched. And as a result, the protein can wound up in the rec room, and the bottle of poison returned to the chem lab.
If that's all true, then why did Sakura drink the poison? I thought we all agreed she was tricked into drinking it because of the protein can.
No, that's not why. The only explanation is she drank it from its original bottle, knowing exactly what it was.
Precisely. She was alone in a locked room. All she had was the poison. What other possibility is there?
You're saying she drank it knowing what it was? Such a ridiculous fiction is...
Exactly what happened.
Then tell us already. Sorry. Please, tell us.
Before we get to that, we need to clarify one other
thing. So she did... It was a suicide.
We need to establish who exactly got the poison from the chem lab and took it to the
Okay, that's fair. That could be reasonably considered to be the person.
Right? She took it and gave it to Ogre.
What do you think, Makoto?
The one who got the poison from the chem lab and brought it to the rec room. It had to have been... Sakura?
I got it!
Yeah, because the yellow powder on her shoes.
Yeah, it had to have been her. He's humble now. He apologized. Welcome on, Kratos. Glad to have you.
Sakura, who was apparently murdered, just poisoned herself? What are you talking about? There's no way!
On the contrary, we know for a fact she went to the chem lab, right to the section full of poisons.
You're lying! Stop lying!
She's the person who spilled the powder.
Why would you lie like that?
No, it's not a lie. Sakura definitely went to Section C. Kyoko already showed me the evidence I need. Now I have to hit Hina with it. I have to make her accept it. The moment of truth. Another fucking bullet time battle. God damn it.
You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! I'm telling you, I did it! Stop talking! You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong! Wrong! You're wrong! I hate you! You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! I'm telling you, I did it! Stop talking! You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong! Do you have any kind of proof Sakura took the poison?
This should prove it.
Wait, then why did Aoi lie at all? That's what I'm wondering.
Hina, did you know that Sakura's foot had a certain yellow powder stuck to it?
It did?
It did. The same yellow powder that had been spilled by the shelf in the chem lab. That powder was yellow, wasn't it? So the powder we found on Sakura. What else could it be but the powder from the chem lab?
Wait. So, what was that powder doing on Ogre's foot?
Wait a fucking second. The only other person who would drink protein powder is Hina.
Yeah.
Sakura switched the protein powder with the poison under the idea that Hina would drink it, but then in her dazed state from being hit in the head by 2 bottles, she asked for the protein powder without realizing that it had been switched out. Sakura was trying to kill Hina.
And it was only on her instep, right?
Sakura must have been standing right there where the powder was spilled. So the person who spilled the powder by the shelf wasn't Hina, but Sakura. And when Sakura dropped the bottle, she dropped it away from where she was actually standing, which is how she was able to avoid getting it all over herself. But the powder still got scattered around, and some of it must have wound up on her instep. Is there any problem with my thinking?
But why did Sakura pay a visit to Section C in the first place? The only explanation is that she was looking for poison. After all, that's all that section contained.
No! It was me! The poison! Because I killed her!
No, you didn't kill her.
The one that killed Sakura, the connection between Sakura and the poison, the unsolved mystery of the locked room. There's only one way to explain it. Sakura did it.
Here's my answer. The one who killed Sakura was Sakura herself.
What? The killer was Sakura?
Wait, so you're saying it was suicide?
I don't believe it. I don't believe it any more than I believe I can fly.
I can't believe it either. Or rather, I don't want to believe it. But when you really think about it, everything matches up. Sakura went and got the poison. She barricaded herself in a room, and she drank it. All so she could end her own life. And that explains why we couldn't solve the mystery of the locked room.
Because of course, Sakura wanted to create the locked room, so no one else would be implicated.
Was created
Yeah.
by Sakura.
I'm sure she locked herself in so nobody could stop her from doing what she did. She sat there, drank the poison, and breathed her last breath. And the empty bottle of poison rolled around the locked room until we came and opened it. At that point, someone grabbed the bottle and snuck it out of the room. And that was you, wasn't it, Hina?
Oh, this is fucking tragic. That's why Hina was covering up for her.
You did it to throw off the investigation.
No, that's not why.
When we found her body, you stayed right there near the door. Because you already knew Sakura was dead. And because the bottle of poison had rolled near the doorway.
That's when you picked up the bottle, right? I was too shocked to notice anything, and Kyoko was busy checking the body.
And the more I think about it, the more I realize how unusual your actions were.
I gave it to them. I have to go get them. I have to go get the others.
On shaky legs, Hina left the rec room. The reason Hina did it is because Hina does not want to come to terms with the fact that Sakura killed herself to protect Hina.
Yeah.
Hina wants to be punished for this happening.
You said you were going to go get everyone else, but your real intention was to go to the chem lab and switch out the containers, wasn't it? Once you were at the chem lab, you headed straight to the section where the protein powder was kept. There, you took the powder and poured it into the bottle of poison you'd grabbed from the rec room. When you left the lab, all you had was the empty protein can. Thinking about it like that, the footprints make perfect sense.
When you were done, you gathered everyone together.
Disaster, Yuri? It really...
I got everyone!
Okay!
Oh, so she's dead, huh?
Sakura's been killed. I see.
While everyone else was focused on Sakura, you quietly placed the can on the ground. Honestly, I should have noticed. You should have been the first one to run up to Sakura's lifeless body. The Hina I know never would have left her side in a situation like that.
So, Sakura committed suicide. In order to hide this fact, Hina undertook a series of actions to undermine the investigation. As long as you could disclose the truth, you didn't care if we blamed you for her death.
Kyoko, come on.
That's why you didn't bother to get
It's a little
rid of such
heartless way to
obvious
put it,
evidence.
don't you think?
A little bit, yeah.
The footprints in the powder and the bottle of poison, vital pieces of evidence, and yet...
So you're saying Hina consciously deceived us to make it look like she killed Sakura?
No! I killed her! I did it!
That's enough, Hina. It's over.
It's not! Nothing's over!
It is. Actually, no. You're right. We have to end this properly.
Climax. Alright, the notes. Sakura wanted to talk to Hirotaka and one other person. Toko got to the room early and hid somewhere. The locker. What was the Monokuma bottle that Hiro hit Sakura? The horse. But Hiro tried to cover it up by writing Toko in the magazine.
Yeah.
It's over, but maybe. At that point, who was oh, okay. These are very similar. What did she do with the magazine? She put it on the thing. But upside down. That is the night bottle. The queen bottle. What actually killed Sakura came from the chem lab, right? Oh, and she was trying to make her fucking peace with everything, wasn't she? She was trying to make peace with everyone right before she died.
Yeah, that's what she called them there.
There's something on the floor near Sakura's body which someone grabbed.
But instead they attacked her, which is even more tragic.
Yeah.
The killer is you! This case began when Sakura asked a number of people to meet her in the rec room. Specifically, those people were Hiro, Toko, and Byakuya. But one of them headed out a bit earlier.
Oh, and if she would have made peace with them, they wouldn't have motives.
Oh.
She got there one step ahead.
Because they would have been like, yeah, no, she
and looked around
apologized.
for a good hiding spot.
Again, grief fucks you up. Remember, there are people who couldn't go over the deaths of certain people in their lives, lovers, friends, BFFs. Not everyone who's gone through tragedy ends up well. Yeah. This is a sad one.
She crawled into the locker to get out of sight. Then, from inside the locker, she saw Sakura enter the room. Next to arrive was Hiro.
This case hurts.
When he got there, he mistakenly thought Sakura was going to try to kill him, so he panicked. Without thinking, he grabbed a nearby Monokuma bottle and attacked Sakura with it. Thinking he'd killed her, he hastily began covering up his crime. He took a magazine from the
This
table
case is despair.
and forged a dying message from Sakura. To that end, he wrote down a name. Toko. By writing her name, he was hoping to pin the murder on her. But of course, Toko had witnessed the whole thing. So as soon as the coast was clear, she jumped out of the locker and hid the magazine on the shelf with all the others. But in her rush, she made one little mistake. She put the magazine back upside down. Soon after, she watched as Sakura slowly opened her eyes. She also saw the blood dripping off Sakura's head and fainted. This caused her personality to switch back over to Genocide Jack. When she woke back up, her second personality also saw the blood-soaked Sakura, and she freaked out. And just like Hiro, she grabbed another Monokuma bottle and attacked her. This explains why there were 2 wounds on Sakura's head. Assuming Sakura really was dead this time, she set about disposing of the evidence. She gathered up the broken Monokuma bottle shards and the queen chess piece. And that explains how Sakura was attacked twice with the same type of weapon. But even after those 2 blows, she was still alive. So then, what was Sakura's actual cause of death? It was the poison that Sakura herself got from the chem lab. She turned the rec room into a true locked room scenario, and then drank the deadly mixture. And there, she took her final breath. Later on, the rest of us discovered that her body was in there. We had to smash the door's window to get inside. But someone already knew what had happened. Knew that she had committed suicide. And that same someone quietly snatched the bottle of poison from off the ground. And while nobody was looking, replaced it with an empty protein can. They did all this specifically to place all the suspicion on themselves in an attempt to guide the trial to a false conclusion. And the one who went to all that effort...
Hina.
Was you, Hina. That's the full truth of the case. Sakura took her own life, and you claim to be the killer to hide that fact. Isn't that right?
That's what happened? But Makoto, how did you manage to... How were you able to uncover the truth that even I couldn't discern?
Oh god, are we gonna be the target for Byakuya? Is Byakuya realizing that we are a need-to-kill threat even more than Kyoko?
Huh?
What a terrible day for Rain.
Well, I mean...
You still haven't realized? We don't all act according to calculations and cost-benefit diagrams. That's what makes us so complicated.
Goddamn, Kyoko.
That's what you don't understand. And
Yeah, if you had
didn't
any
solve
little bit
this
of empathy, it would have been like, this could have been a self-poisoning.
Yeah. Because in his worldview, everyone's out to save themselves, so he would never consider Sakura actually killing herself. Because that's that's antithetical to his worldview.
See, didn't I tell you? When you dismiss other people's feelings,
Yeah,
it'll
because
always come back to bite
protecting
you in the
Hina
end.
was Sakura's thing first and foremost.
Yeah, even more so than her own life.
Yeah.
A couple mess ups, but nothing too severe. Overall grade A.
Yeah.
Out my bones. Welcome on in, Chaos. Glad to have you. Oh my god, we got so many fucking medals.
Okay. I think we can all agree you made your point. Did you guys forget already? You still haven't voted yet.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You seriously forgot? I can feel my energy draining out of me. Well, whatever. You don't really have a choice anyway. You just gotta do it. Maybe you don't want to, but please grab your lever and cast your vote.
It's one of the shorter cases, but so impactful.
So, who will
Yeah,
be
this case
chosen
was
as the
ugh.
Yeah, it only took an
This
hour
case
and a
was
half.
a lot.
choice
This case was a lot, but I really liked it overall.
Yeah.
What's it gonna be? What?
I mean, What the fuck are you gonna do? Are you gonna kill Sakura? She's already dead, you fuck!
Yeah.
A lot of people's favorite cases. I can see why. It's really well constructed.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. The one who killed Sakura was Sakura herself. Okay, we're done here.
What did you say?
So, that's the whole truth, huh? I see.
Execution time!
He just throws... he throws the body onto the ground and it just... and it explodes.
Yeah, I was gonna say it fucking explodes!
I mean, execution's probably gonna happen just with the... Well, I hate it here. But there's still one thing I don't understand.
Come on.
Hina, why did you try to cover up what happened? If the truth hadn't come to light, you would have died along with the rest of us.
What are you thinking?
And yet you... Why did you do that?
Don't be mean.
Yeah! We almost died there, hero. Hero. Because... That's exactly what I...
What?
I mean, the reason Sakura died.
Oh, come on, Kaiser, glad to have you.
Well, 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 if it isn't the whore with wings. Hello, StarkyMorph, Kaisi at heart.
That's funny coming from you, Kaisi, the bottom. Oh, is my internet dying? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I think you cut out for a bit.
Oh, god damn it. I hate it here. They're gonna hate the third game. It's not giving me anything wrong on my side. I don't know why it would be doing it now. I'm not dropping any frames. Twitch is, I don't know, my internet's also probably shitting itself inside out. Just bleeped a little. Is acting odd, guys. Leave. Okay, cool. Are we back?
For
a second, just a lot of stuttering. Oh, okay. I'm dropping. The frames are actively being dropped, but it didn't drop for me.
Stream is kind of frozen for me.
And we're back. It's part Twitch. It looks like it's fine. Are we good?
Let me refresh stream.
I hate the fact that this happened right when I was calling Kaisi a slut. Working? Excellent. Just one more confirmation. Are we good?
It should be working.
All right. You know, VTuber stream scuff. You see how you know how it is.
Is there any streams without any scuff?
That's fair.
I mean, the reason Sakura died is all because you pushed her into a corner. You all killed her. So that's why.
You should have been the one to die.
I couldn't let her be the only one that died.
What?
You don't mean you're gonna...
Oh, the stuttering I'm very used to being Toko.
You were gonna take us all with you?
We have to atone for our sins. Because everyone, even me, we all killed her. We all have to pay for our crimes.
What?
Oh, seriousness!
What is this?
You still don't understand. Let me explain. Do you realize how much despair Sakura was carrying with her when she died? Look at this.
Such brutality has made me desperate. So instead of just waiting to be killed, I'll do it by my own hand. That's...
I found it on the ground in front of the rec room. Sakura's suicide note. What?
Suicide note?
Thinking back, I should have seen it coming. It was right after Genocide Jack had attacked me. Sakura got mad and stormed out of the nurse's office. I ran after her and... Sakura, you gotta calm down. You don't have to worry about me. I'm fine.
I can't calm down. I don't care if I suffer for all this. It's my fault after all. But now, you're suffering because of me.
No forgiveness!
You tried to protect me, but because of me,
I can't forgive this!
my closest friend got hurt! Sakura. Because of me. My friends are all going to kill each other. This is all my responsibility. Sakura thought she was responsible. She thought everything was her fault. Which is why she wanted to find some way to get everyone to forgive her. So she asked to meet with them. You asked to meet with those three? You can't! Don't you see how dangerous that is? Don't worry. I just want to talk to them.
But...
Talk about what? Listen, don't do it. If they all gang up on you at once, even you... Hina. Please, don't think of things like that. They're not my enemy.
They're friends.
They're friends. Sakura! She clearly believed. She completely believed in all of us. If you just talked to her, you would have understood she was a friend to all of us. And yet...
Why?
And yet... You trampled all over her feelings, and then you did the unthinkable. No! That was just a misunderstanding!
What are you saying?
Don't stand there and call it a misunderstanding. She believed in you, and you wouldn't even listen to what she was saying? Without a single question, you tried to kill her.
I won't forgive you.
Do you have any idea how desperate she was seeing you act like that? That's what her suicide note means. So instead of just waiting to be killed, I'll do it by my own hand.
Why?
That's how far you pushed her.
Huh?
Sakura! What happened to you? Hina, you came. Wait right here. I'll help you out. Hina.
Huh?
Uh-huh. I'm so glad I got to meet you. What's wrong, Sakura? Why are you talking like that?
I have a favor to ask.
Huh?
A favor?
Some protein.
I'd like some protein. Could I ask you too? Yeah, you got it. Just hang on, I'll be right back. That was the last conversation I had with her. I went to the chem lab and got the protein she'd asked for. When I got there, I saw the powder. And that's when I realized. I saw that someone had taken something from the poison shelf. Sakura. So I ran back to the rec room as fast as I could. But by the time I got there, it was already too late. Sakura!
Please!
Let me in! Please! Open the door!
Why?
Why? Why did she have to die? She had weaknesses, just like any other person. If she got caught, she bled. If someone hurt her, she felt it. That's weakness. That's normal. And yet...
Why?
You all blamed her. I tried to protect her, and I suffered for it. And that just added to the weight she had to carry. I didn't even realize it.
Hina.
We killed her! All of us! We pushed her into a corner. We murdered her!
Why?
People like us shouldn't be allowed to live.
And that's why you tried to lead us astray? You did your best to make us arrive at the wrong conclusion during the class trial.
Sakura died hating all of us. I wanted to free her of her regrets. But even that got found out. In the end, I wasn't able to do anything for her. I could never face her after this.
Hey!
I'm sorry to interrupt right when you're about to deliver the final tearjerker, but it's just taking so long. I'm about to fall asleep over here. I mean, do you really think you had any idea what Sakura was actually thinking when she died?
What is this?
What did you say?
Everything
is Hina gonna...
What?
Is Hina gonna attack Monokuma?
No, I think Monokuma's gonna reveal that Sakura was actively thinking of Hina in her final moments.
Everything you just said is nothing but your interpretation, right? Your own opinion on what her suicide note meant?
What are you saying?
Of course! I know what she was thinking, cause her and me?
In other words,
Well, what I'm really trying to say is...
yes, indeed.
Don't you think the entire foundation is shaky? What if it really was like this?
What the heck?
What is that?
Of course.
Isn't it obvious?
Yep.
A suicide note. Sakura's suicide note.
What? But Hina already...
Oh, I wrote that one. It was all me, baby.
It's true.
This is the one Sakura addressed to Hina and put in her room.
Huh?
What? Then... You lied to me?
Oh, don't say lie. It makes it sound so dirty. I just thought I'd liven things up a bit. I can't help it if you totally took my little scribbles at face value. It didn't even have Sakura's signature on it.
You filthy little...
I'm not filthy. I didn't do anything. Did I falsify evidence? Did I affect the outcome of the class trial? The case played out between you and you alone. You were the ones jerking each other around. Heck, even if the will had factored in, it still wouldn't have been between you guys. So what's the problem? This is all part of the production process. Okay, and scene. Cut.
And?
So then, what did she write in her real suicide note?
What are you gonna do?
I'm glad you asked. For your benefit, I shall read it using my melodic, angelic, harmonic narrator voice.
Hey!
But you know, haven't you ever been curious about the whole suicide note thing? Who came up with the idea of leaving a note when you kill yourself in the first place?
Hold on.
And isn't it just so unfortunate? Killing yourself is just so final, you know? You can never hear the rest of their story. The truth is lost in darkness. Gives me the willies.
Enough already.
Could you get on with it, please?
Yes, indeed.
Okay, geez. Talk about a buzzkill. All right, here we go. Ahem.
Do you read this in Sakura's voice or do I read this in Monokuma's?
Can you do a Monokuma putting on a gruff voice?
My good friend Hina, there's something I have to tell you. I hate to do it like this, but you need to know. This is my final wish.
As you know, I've been giving information to the one who's imprisoned you here.
It is our final night in this strange school that the Mastermind came to see me. It is our first night.
The Mastermind took control of my family's dojo and demanded I become their tool.
Why is every other line red? You see, you might not see the importance of a dojo, but my family has watched over it for over 300 years.
I couldn't let it be destroyed under my watch, so even if it meant my own life, I had to protect it. That's how I saw things.
However, that was my greatest weakness. And because of that, I made the mistake of giving in to the mastermind.
And what the mastermind wanted from me was nothing less than murder.
They were probably worried that until the first murder had happened, nothing would move forward. But neither the mastermind nor I expected was the incident involving Sayaka. At that point, the plan changed. The mastermind told me to hold off, to wait until we reached another stalemate.
However, as I lived here with all of you, as I lived here with Hina, my resolve began to weaken.
Watching everyone fight with such despair, trying to so desperately to stay alive. I saw the weakness in my own heart, the mistake of succumbing to the mastermind. And more than anything,
I cannot betray those who would call me their friend.
that is how I came to feel.
So that's why Sakura...
I've made a decision. I will no longer retreat, no longer compromise, no longer regret. I've made my decision. I'm going to resist you.
Of course! Because of that, I decided to reveal her secret, which made everyone else hate her. Her decision to stay true to all of you led directly to all of you hating her for it. Ironic, isn't it? Or maybe oxymoronic, or just moronic?
Of course, I understand if you all hate me. All of this is because of my own weakness.
I'm perfectly willing to accept whatever attack you may want to make on me.
So this is my atonement for betraying you. That's what I had in mind.
But unfortunately, that's not enough. This won't end with just me accepting your hatred.
My own situation has started having an effect on more people than just me, which is exactly what the Mastermind wanted when they revealed my betrayal.
My betrayal brought suspicion, disharmony. The Mastermind knew that eventually it would escalate into someone murdering someone else.
Of course, I'm still responsible for that as well.
I have an obligation to get the situation under control. And to fulfill that obligation, I have decided to do as the Mastermind has commanded. I will do it as I was told and commit murder.
But I've decided the one I'm going to kill is myself.
If the Mastermind demands that I kill someone, then that someone will be me. Then my dojo will be safe, and above all else, none of you will have to kill anymore. Anyone. When I die, the source of conflict among you all dies with me. For that, I'm willing to give up my life.
If it can save you, then sacrificing my own life could have no greater meaning. Whatever you think of me, please know that you are all my most treasured friends.
And I've never had people like you in my life.
Huh?
And Sakura didn't feel concerned. She didn't die hating us.
No way!
She wanted to stop us from fighting? To protect us?
Correct.
Didn't end her own life because she was weak. Quite the opposite, in fact. She was strong. Too strong. That's why she killed herself. She chose death for herself in order to protect the rest of us. To sacrifice so much, no normal person could do that.
However,
it was only her limitless strength that made it possible.
Finally, Hina, I want to apologize to you especially.
The reason I didn't tell you any of this is because I knew you would try to stop me. I'm really, truly sorry, but please don't be sad. If I can thwart the Mastermind's plans, if I can keep you from killing each other, that's enough for me. This is the path that I have chosen. This is the only way I have left to distinguish myself. And you can use this note to bring the class trial to a quick end. I'm sorry to ask you to do something so unpleasant, but I have to leave the rest to you. Please talk to Byakuya, Toko, and Hiro on my behalf. I can't tell anyone about my plan while I'm alive, but I wanted you to understand why I'm doing this. In the end, though, I hope to show myself through actions and not words. Hopefully then they will see.
I never saw you as my enemy. You were only ever my friend, who I wanted to help as much as possible. Hina, whatever it takes, survive. Survive along with everyone else. No matter what, just survive.
But...
This is... I didn't understand how she felt. Not at all. I thought we were close and still.
What are you gonna do?
But in the end, all her meddling was like totally pointless. She died so you guys wouldn't try to kill each other, but you almost ended up doing it anyway. Thanks to you, her death had no purpose at all. In fact, it was because of her stupid meddling that the rest of you nearly bit the big one. She deserves all the blame. Everyone blame her. Go ahead, she deserves it. Seb Tigerson, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the live chat. Glad to have you. Hoo-hoo-hoo. Now then, the next victim has been decided. What do you mean, next victim? Nobody here blames anyone. First of all, you're in the wrong for tricking Hina with that fake suicide note. And plus, Sakura's death wasn't a waste.
Say what?
Welcome on, Reed. I'm glad to have you. Because she made us remember, we're not enemies that hate each other. We're friends who need to work together.
You know?
Damn straight! This is all because of our misplaced hatred.
Well?
I don't blame her. I can't blame her. Nobody can blame Hina either.
What? Whether or not there was a spy never really mattered, because the one we needed to destroy is you, nobody else.
What do you want?
What the heck? That's not how this is supposed to go. But anyway, are you sure about that? This killing game is a competition between all of you, remember?
Hey.
Your enemy is each other. He's absolutely right about that. Ah, lovely Byakuya. You understand, don't you? This is a life or death elimination match. The only way to survive is to win. There can be no doubt that those are the rules of the game. Which is why I'm bowing out of the game. Huh?
What?
Sakura and Hina were both willing to sacrifice their own lives to deny the reality of the game. Thanks to them, it would appear that others have cast aside their fear for this game.
Don't make me repeat myself.
There's no point in participating in a game which has lost that sense of excitement. Which is why I will no longer be participating in it.
What's going on here?
Now, I only have one thing to look forward to,
It's all clear.
and that is to heap the harshest possible punishment onto the one who thinks they can control me. Byakuya, does that mean... Don't misunderstand. I haven't been moved by some thoughtless sentimentalism, if that's what you're thinking.
Wherever Master goes, I go. If the mastermind turns out to be a guy, maybe I can catch on fire.
Everyone!
Hey,
Well, now you can say that Sakura's death had no meaning. How boring! But nothing good can come of this. I'm still gonna be the one having the fun time.
What the heck?
Fun time?
Anyway, let's forget about that good-for-nothing backstabber and get back on track.
You want me to punish
It's
you
the moment
guys?
you've all been waiting for. Punishment time! Wait, but Sakura was technically the killer, right? And she's dead?
You're not gonna...
Is it me?
Wrong.
Oh, heavens no! Just because the Blackened is dead doesn't mean I can just sub in whatever old student I want. Didn't I tell you, I'm very particular about the bare times 1 rule.
Listen up!
But I spent so much time preparing my special punishment, it'd be a shame to let it go to waste. So for my special punishment, I prepared a special guest.
No. No, 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 no. No, 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 no.
What?
Alter ego.
No!
Special guest.
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
Poor fucking Chihiro had to die twice, goddamn.
Chihiro! Damn! Damn!
So presumably this one was Lion. Can one of my mods refund that, because we are actually closing in on the end of stream, and I don't, I don't want those points to go to waste, because I think we're gonna be wrapping up basically as soon as we get an opportunity to. But I will TF into Lion, just for free. You did excellent. Well, that's some shit. Also, welcome on Fi Razor and Android Wolf. Glad to have you. You.
Oh no!
You suck, man! You turned him into a mangled hunk of junk!
Whew! That really took it out of me. Maybe I'll go grill up a plate of chicken. After all, they say for post-workout grub, chicken's where it's at, and I'm all about the grilled goodness. Fried? Boiled? Give me a break. The color, the smell, the succulence. Grilled is where it's at.
Broiled, not boiled.
I mean, you shouldn't boil your chicken either.
I realize I'm dangerous, it could be. But still, I have to do this. I'm scared, but I can handle it.
Bulge Marsh.
I don't really understand why, but when I think about everyone else, my courage starts to grow. You might think I'm just some unhuman AI, but it's true. So it's okay.
I'm gonna do my best.
It's for the sake of everyone. I won't be afraid.
Alter Ego's words raced through my head, my heart, my soul, and my disbelief gave way to raw anger. The anger turned to fury, black and muddy and boiling over. It bubbled up through my body, quickly overflowing and shooting out of my mouth. How dare you? That was my friend! How dare you kill him?
What's the matter?
Huh? You were friends with a laptop? That's pretty pathetic. What's next? Friends with a basketball?
Shut the hell up. He wasn't just a laptop. He was my friend. And you killed him.
Is this what you call animism? Where a soul dwells within all things, even like laptops? Well, you can call it whatever you want. Bottom line is, it got in my way. It was trying to find all things out, all sneaky.
Just as I thought.
So, you finally noticed him.
Actually...
Finally? No. I knew about it from the very beginning. I knew Chihiro was doing something with a laptop, and I knew you were using it to analyze data. I knew exactly how it was all gonna play out from the start.
What?
What are you thinking?
You knew? And you were still cocky enough to let us take the plunge?
Yep.
Well, I mean, the data is in that laptop. It was, I guess you could call it a gift from me to you. Or maybe more like a reward, in honor of you being able to unlock something so difficult.
Hey,
So, of course, I didn't care if you got access to that. But sneaking into the network was just too personal, so I had to do a little, reformatting.
I want to be able to help.
I want to be helpful to everyone. I want to work as hard as everyone else so that we can all get out of here.
Alter Ego wanted to fight for us. He wanted to help at the risk of his own life. And for that, he was killed.
Woo-hoo-hoo! Yeah, the punishment time has made me feel a billion times better. Experiencing a meaningless death is so soothing. It makes me remember that every low can get even lower.
No, his death wasn't meaningless either. Everyone who's died so far, the deaths of each and every one of our friends, they all make us stronger. I swear to God, someday you will pay for this.
Holy moly, you're super mad. Like, just unreasonably upset.
Well?
Okay, time to bring things to a close. Oh, before that,
Sharky, welcome on in. Thank you for the 16 months of tier 1 subscription. How many children have been murdered tonight? 1/2? Is half fair? I'm gonna go with a half.
Yeah.
Because the Alter Ego got destroyed, but other than that, no deaths.
I need to read the postscript.
Chat Starky17
now my
half.
fucking
How many children have been
TTS is
murdered
working.
tonight?
Huh?
Hoo-hoo-hoo! Do I have your attention? Okay then, here we go! Prepare your ears for the dulcet tones of yours truly. One other thing, Hina. There's something I'd like to tell you to tell the others. Hopefully will act as a clue to help you unravel the mystery of this school.
What? A clue?
Hina.
I've spoken with the mastermind off and on the whole time I've been here. And so I've learned one thing. Which is... the mastermind has done something to us. I think what they've done is...
Oopsie daisy, that was a close one. Another word and we would have been hip deep in spoiler territory. Okay, I don't want to ruin the surprise, so book club is dismissed for today.
What? You can just stop it at the most important bit!
It makes your brain rumble and tumble, huh? Makes you so mad you don't even freaking know, huh? That's the whole point, stupid! It's to get back at you for hardening your resolve!
Fine, but at least Sakura's note.
Like I'd ever let any of you greaseballs get it!
What?
Too bad.
Sucks for you, loser! Wait, what's this?
What is it? What is it now?
What?
There's one last line in the note.
And let me just say this to the mastermind. I'm not going to just lie down and die. I will fight you, you bastard, no matter what. And that's seriously it.
Huh? Wow, what a stubborn loser. Huh?
She won't lay down and die. She'll fight you.
Well, whatever. Who cares what some dead musclehead has to say?
Well?
Okay, I'm out of here. You guys should try to get some rest, you know? And maybe take some time to reconsider how you approach the school life of yours. Are you sure you don't want to graduate? Can you really cut free from the regrets of the outside world? Hoo-hoo-hoo! Think about that! Think long, think hard!
Those were his parting words to us before disappearing. But what was that all about? Sakura's final message, her last clue to help us solve the mystery of the school? The mastermind did something to us. Kyoko said something like that before, didn't she? It was after Celeste's trial was over.
You...
What did you do? What did you do to my body?
Who?
What?
Hey.
Answer me. What did you do to my body? Mastermind did something to our bodies. What are they saying the mastermind did? What did the mastermind do to us? I mean, did the mastermind plant a bomb in us or something? And if we try to leave the school, a sensor goes off and the bomb explodes? I've seen stuff like that in movies and comics and stuff, so it's not totally unheard of. No, I just feel awful thinking about it. I can't afford to acknowledge thoughts like that.
Yo.
So the class trial is over and Monokuma's gone.
But
So now what do we do?
Yes.
What else is there other than to head back up?
Oh yeah. Okay, let's get out of here. But
Hina must still feel responsible. Dial back that ego a bit, girl. The kind of mystery to someone like you could pose is absolutely no threat.
Not possible.
I would never have lost to that kind of challenge.
What are you talking about? Kyoko and Makoto were the ones that figured everything out.
Stop talking.
Shut up.
Seriously, I'm sorry.
How many times do you plan to apologize? How about you make that the last one? I hate repeating myself, and I hate when others repeat themselves. I haven't reached a point where I need someone apologizing to me more than once.
Sorry.
Okay, I see what you mean. Then I'll try.
Huh? That's totally wasn't normal, right? Did she just capture his flag?
No.
I cannot suffer the existence of someone who would disturb the romance between me and Master.
Huh?
What are you talking about? That's absolutely not what's happening here. Why would I ever go for a sleazeball like him?
What did you say?
Sleazeball?
What the heck?
That's right. I called you a sleazeball because you are a sleazeball.
Apparently, you still have a death wish.
Oh, more biting sarcasm. No wonder you don't have any friends.
No.
Hey, stop fighting with Master. You're making me jealous. I want to abuse, give and take me.
I guess it's not so easy for everyone to act like friends. Well, that's just how it is for now. Welcome on in, Patchworks. Glad to have you. I can't believe the crazy person didn't kill anyone. And so, Sakura's class trial came to an end, and we returned to the world of Hope's Peak Academy. But the story wasn't even close to over. Time kept marching on. We all went back to our rooms, and before long, night snuck up on us. And let me save. Let me save the game.
As such, soon the door. Okay then.
I want to save the fucking video game. Nighttime descended and pulled me down along with it, down into sleep. I couldn't remember the last time I'd fallen into such a deep sleep, but the night still wasn't over for me. A voice. I could hear a voice. Wake up! Wake up! Huh? The voice dragged me from my deep slumber into a hazy half-consciousness. My eyelids were like lead.
Oh!
Kyoko?
Yes, it's me.
Huh? Kyoko?
I said yes.
So Kyoko's here.
Wait, what?
In a flash, I was wide awake. What are you doing
It's
here?
true.
I'm here to wake you up. Oh, I see. Wait, but my door. It was unlocked. You're unbelievably careless. It was unlocked? Are you serious? Always, and you don't have to overreact like that every time you're surprised. What time is it?
Correct.
3 o'clock in the morning, of course. It's 3 a.m.? Why was Kyoko waking me up at this hour? We'll figure that out next time on Danganronpa Z.
Danganronpa Z.
All right. We thought it was potentially a theory going into it. Welcome on in, Liam. Glad to have you. We thought it was we had a theory potentially that, like, as we were wrapping up the last one before that one, we had a theory that potentially she could have taken herself out, but unfortunately, really sad to see that that was the case. They really did go ahead and bury their gays. Cries. All right, Twiz.
One of them is still alive? They didn't bury all their gays.
I guess that's fair. Marsh, as you are my guest, while the Gua spam is going, shout yourself out and also figure out who we're going to be rating into.
Hello, my name is Marshall Bears. I'm a variety streamer here on Twitch, and I'm a variety streamer and I run a campsite here on Twitch. Yeah. We could raid into, Cider's playing Super Mario RPG.
Okay. Let's go with I'm surprised how quick you threw through the original suspicion as soon as the trial started.
Well, to be fair, you know,
it was always
every
in the
time
background. Yeah.
Every time we've had a suspicion about something, the case always goes in a crazier way.
Yeah. It's like it was never off the table. It just there was just other things to consider first and foremost.
I think until we started suspecting Byakuya, the original thought was this is going to be a tragic case.
Yeah.
In some way. Because it's like, it's either Aoi did it or she did it to herself. And if Aoi did it, there was no way it was malicious. There was absolutely no way it was malicious.
Yeah, we're going to read into Cider Martin. For those of you who it's your first time here, my name is StarkyMorph, the gay chaos creating the internet, Friday streamer, live every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday from 6 to 9 p.m. EST. Mostly I play indie games, however, I will on occasion play games backed by your bigger corporations, such as Tuesdays, where we've been playing Danganronpa with Marshmallow Bears, which is a Chunsoft game. I need to figure out what I'm going to be doing for this Thursday, but this upcoming Friday, we're going to be playing Pikmin 4. So, yeah, if you like to stay up to date with the stream, including when I'll be going live, Twitter is the place to be, as I post, you know, until it falls into the ocean, or I get a Blue Sky invite, the latter is the more likely thing to happen. But yeah, Spotify, what the fuck? Okay, cool. Spotify gave up. You love to see it. But yeah. So I post food pics, some like art pics, updates about stream. I have a TikTok if you'd like to see edited content. I actually posted a TikTok today, so go to check out. I have a YouTube if you'd like to catch up on the VODs all there to see what we've been up to. And I have a Discord if you'd like to hop in there and say how this begins, see the correspondence that this begins post, and also just get alerted when I go live. Yeah, we're right out to Cider Martin, who I'm actually going to be on Cider's stream in a little bit. I need to probably grab a quick snack, and then I will be on his stream to help voice the silly characters of Super Mario RPG. Anyways, have a wonderful evening. I love all of you, and I will see you Thursday for whatever we'll figure that out when the time comes. Yeah, I love y'all. Bye. Also, make sure to go give Marshall a follow because he recently, you know, the affiliate anniversary. Love y'all. Bye.